What is going on, Headliner Nation? Here we are, week 5, our live Q&A. Kyle, how we doing tonight? We're a couple minutes late because Kyle's computer hates him.
It does hate me. It's not the computer that hates me, really. It is the internet. So,
Oh yeah, your internet service provider does probably hate you for as much as we suck up here on a weekly basis. But hopefully everybody's doing well out there. Looking forward to another live Q&A. The chat is already going crazy. We're gonna cover a few topics, but I mean, there's not a lot of huge weather concerns. There's no games this weekend with, over a 25% chance of rain. I mean, nothing crazy other than a butt ton of injuries here throughout the week and stuff we need to monitor here heading into games tomorrow. However, before we get into it too far, just a reminder: in case you live under a rock or you've never seen one of our shows or whatever it is, head over to our channel after this video, after you're done with it. We're giving away $1,000 to somebody in Headliner Nation. All you have to do is leave a comment on a video. That's it. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to purchase anything. There's no fine print. You got to leave a comment on a video. It's that simple. To enter to win $1,000. We'll be giving it away on Halloween, October 31st. Looking forward to that, Kyle.
I am. I'm also showing off this awesome fancy headliner. So, look, you've got one too. And look at this. Names.
It's like they were meant to be. It's like somebody made them for us or something, Kyle.
If you would purchase a Fantasy Headliners tumbler with your name on the back, please put a fire emoji in the chat, just so we know if people would love this.
Yeah, better choice of emojis this time, Kyle, because last week on the live show, we told somebody to leave emojis, and
shut down.
It basically got shut down, and people got blocked. But yeah, fire emojis. Everybody likes some tumblers, keeping their refreshments cool and ready to consume on a nightly basis.
Jake, you know who's in the chat?
Who is in the chat?
Dante McCringleberry.
Dante.
What's
going on, McCringleberry? Awesome. Yeah, the questions are flowing in, Kyle. I mean, should we just start diving right into them?
Oh, let's start diving into it. Jake, this week, Jimmy G or Kirk Cousins? Ooh. Somebody still thinks they trust Kirk Cousins.
I mean, I really, really want to believe that this is the week that the Vikings take a step forward in the passing game. But for me, as Kyle punches his microphone, I think I would prefer Jimmy G. I think he's a borderline top 10 play this week.
Jimmy G is borderline top 10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You don't think so?
I got him lower than that.
What do you got him, like 12?
No, I've got hold on, I gotta find it. No, I've got him more down like the teens. Like
I love the matchup going up against Cleveland with now their two top secondaries still. The two top
ish. This is what I said about this though. I don't love the pass rush and the pressure. That's what I'm concerned about. So while I think he could be a safe play, I think he has legitimately no ceiling this week. Maybe a touchdown or two. I think yards are going to be a little bit harder to come by. Could potentially throw some picks based on pressure alone. That's what worries me about Jimmy G this week.
There's only one way to find out, Kyle. Just to watch the game tomorrow and see who's right. If I'm right, I'll tell you I was right. If I'm wrong, I'm going to ignore it, act like nothing happened, and hope that you don't say anything to me.
I will say this. Jimmy G for the safe pick. Jimmy G for the safe pick.
Okay. All right. What's the next question we got, Kyle?
We're going with Robbie Anderson, Chris Thompson, or Paul Richardson at the flex. We are not doing anything with Paul Richardson after that.
Yeah, been there, done that.
What? I was trying to think of a word that I could use that wouldn't get
it was
censored.
A debacle, I guess, if you want to call it that. So who was it? It was Paul Richardson, Chris Thompson, or
Robbie Anderson.
I mean, I'm not overly high on any of them, to be completely honest. I'm not excited to start any of them. I think Robbie Anderson may have some big play upside, but it's a huge risk. The safest play may be Chris Thompson if it's a full PPR league, and you can maybe get some points that way.
Those first two questions, I forgot to throw the names out there. Darian Halliburton and Hamburger Helper. So appreciate those questions. Leandro Martinez, flex David Montgomery or Emmanuel Sanders?
I think Emmanuel Sanders is probably a little bit safer. I want to think that this is the week that David Montgomery starts to get to the top of the hill because the carries have been there, the volume has been there. But until it actually happens, I'm just a little bit worried. I want to see it before I trust it.
Mike Sidor says, you guys rock. Appreciate it, Mike. Running back, Bell, Breida, or Gore? He says he's not a fan of Bell with Fox starting, and wide receiver Gordon, Watkins, or John Brown.
Okay, that's the longest question ever. So let's get the first part first. Bell, I'm not a big fan of Bell this week going up against Philly, but obviously you don't want to start scrubs over him. I like Matt Breida. The problem with Matt Breida, does Tevin Coleman come back this week? If Tevin Coleman comes back, there's 42 running backs in the backfield of San Francisco. Who gets the volume there? So that one worries me. Who was the third option?
And you would have to wait till Monday night to make that decision.
Exactly. And by that time, what happens? What if Tevin Coleman does sit? All of a sudden, Breida has more value, but you won't know maybe till Monday. Who was the other option there?
Frank Gore.
I mean, Frank Gore is safe. Devin Singletary is still questionable. Josh Allen's going to be playing. Frank Gore is probably the safer play, but I still think that I go with Le'Veon Bell there and take a gamble against Philadelphia.
Corvette Foster 40 wants to know in a PPR flex, safest bet to get 10 to 15 fantasy points. Is it Auden Tate, Geronimo Allison, or Demarcus Robinson?
Safest.
Ooh.
I don't know if you could say any of those names. Safest. I think right now maybe the safest option, maybe Auden Tate, because he's been getting right around that 7 to 9 targets a week going up against Arizona. They don't have Patrick Peterson. They don't have Robert Alford. I mean, there's no options there, but we also thought the same about Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf last week, and it didn't quite turn out against Arizona. So that's a tough one. I don't think any of them are the safe one, but Auden Tate has that touchdown upside, big body receiver.
So here's a quick question for you. Any truth to the rumors that we've seen swirling on social media today about after week 6, AJ Green being traded to the Buffalo Bills?
I mean, the Bengals really don't have a whole lot to play for. I mean, it's the Bengals. You know what I mean? I mean, they're pretty bad. But does AJ Green really help Buffalo? That's a question. I mean, AJ Green can't stay healthy. If there is some truth to it, I can see that Buffalo's trying to go for it this year because they do have a great shot this year. It's a very underrated team, but I don't really know if I'm looking for that for Buffalo. I like what I see from John Brown and Cole Beasley with a healthy Josh Allen.
Mitchell Adams, hey guys, happy football season. Happy football season to you, Mitchell. Have Prescott in both leagues, was thinking of starting Winston and Murray over him due to matchups. Your opinions? I have Prescott at 9, but I do have Winston above him. I have Murray right below him, but Winston has the highest upside. Yes, he's a risky play anytime you put him in there, but he has the highest upside of any of them right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, right now, Jameis Winston going up against the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints, one of the best run defenses in all of the NFL. I really expect Tampa Bay to struggle in the running game. They're going to have to throw it. We already know he's got plenty of receivers. I'd go Winston also.
Jewel 9051. I got Austin Eckler and Melvin Gordon. Who should I start?
This one is tricky because earlier in the week they're saying that, hey, there's really no restrictions on Melvin Gordon. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, as I think the words that Anthony Lynn used. And then it came out here late in the week that Austin Eckler was also going to be close to a 50-50 split. I look at it like this. Last year, they played together also for 12 games. Both of them were fantasy viable options. Eckler more of an RB2. Melvin Gordon, we already know, has that RB1 ceiling. I like both of them. I think Melvin finds the end zone this week. I think the safer option, if it's PPR, would be Eckler. But I have to put Gordon ahead of him.
Kevin Kobos wants to know, keep Diggs in the lineup or flex Sony or Watkins?
Ugh. I really think that Diggs and Thielen, like I said earlier, they come, they break back out this week because there's been so much talk in the media about, possible trades and the lack of that offense producing. I think they're going to come out and try to make a statement and throw the ball, make a conscious effort to throw it. I would probably gamble and go Diggs and just cross my fingers.
David Vasilo wants to know, need to start 2 between Emmanuel Sanders, David Montgomery, and Damian Williams. Love y'all. And then 2 goat emojis. Love you, David.
Awesome. Well, Damian Williams still listed as questionable. He got some full practices in, so that's a good thing. But, I mean, there's always that, what happens if he's out there for a few series and realizes, let's just hold off a little bit. And Darrell Williams been more than productive. I think the safer options, it was David Johnson and David Montgomery.
David Montgomery, Emmanuel Sanders, Damian Williams.
It would be Emmanuel Sanders and David Montgomery, maybe a little bit safer.
Is it weird that when anyone says love y'all in the chat, I say love you?
It's just weird. It's weird for them, probably.
No, I say it deep into their eyes. I love you.
That's awkward.
Like that.
That's awkward. We just lost a lot of
Jeremy Bove wants to know, don't have many good options, but Johnson, Samuels, or Coleman is my running back too. I'm assuming he means Duke Johnson. If it's David, 100%. Duke Johnson, Samuels, or Coleman.
We don't know about Coleman. We've talked about that already, so we don't even know for sure. With that being Monday night, that's a huge risk. Duke Johnson's not startable at this point.
I would like to point out that his snap percentage continues to increase.
Yes, it does. And
Just saying, before we go completely, I'm not trusting Duke Johnson dropping him, which a lot of people already have. Just keep an eye on it. Just saying.
yeah, just saying.
Just watch it.
All right,
But Samuels for me this week.
Yeah, it probably would be. I mean, I think the way that offense is going, it's a wildcat type of offense now. Apparently, they're running the option in Pittsburgh. I'd have to go with Samuels.
Patrick Barnes, half PPR pick 1, Montgomery Boyd or DJ Moore.
I'm going to have to go with Boyd this week.
Larry Spencer dropping the dono. Thanks so much, my man. J.N. Smith. What's up, guys? All the way from base in Japan. Oh, Jay, what's going on? Over across seas tuning in today. Full flex and a full PPR. Devonta Freeman, MVS, Golden Tate, Matt Breida. You guys rock, Jay. You rock.
Yes. I think I'm going to have to go with Devonta Freeman. I mean, he's had almost 200 total yards over the last 2 weeks. They're starting to get him involved in the passing game. Saw most targets last week than he has all season long. I'm going to go with Devonta Freeman there.
Lockford 23 and a full PPR pick 4. Juju, Gordon, Michelle, Auden Tate, Golden Tate, Duke Johnson. Well, we're going to chop Duke Johnson off the end there. So then Juju's 1, right? 100%?
Out of that group, yes.
Okay. Josh Gordon is going to be 2.
Yep.
So then who are we picking between Michelle, Auden Tate, or Golden Tate?
I cross my fingers and I go with Sony Michel because Rex Burkhead is sitting in. Hopefully they can get a big lead second half of that game and rely on the running game.
Auden Tate, Golden Tate. You got to pick one more.
Auden Tate because I want to give Tate a week before we just throw him out there and expect him to produce.
Do you trust Andrews or start Eifert? If we're talking about Mark Andrews, we trust Mark Andrews every single week.
Yes, absolutely. Every week, no matter who the matchup is.
I'm not going to lie. I just lost my place. Found it. Anna in Vargson says, wide receiver 2, Tyrell Williams, who's questionable, Ridley, Diggs, or Golden Tate.
And we only pick one of them?
And she's a friend of Dixie Rose.
Oh. Hi.
Hey, what's going on? She says, love y'all. Love you too, Anna.
That's right. He's got to say it to
everybody. Or Anna. My bad.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Maybe you've totally mispronounced her name and pissed her off. It was Golden Tate, Auden Tate, and what were the other options?
Tyrell Williams, Ridley, Diggs, Golden Tate. You're on the previous question.
I mean, there's so many Tates these days. It's hard to, keep track of. For me, Ridley and Diggs would be my top 2 options there. I know they have pissed off a lot of fantasy owners, but at some point it's got to turn around, nowhere to go but up. Tyrell Williams being questionable kind of worries me. Golden Tate being his first game there. Like I said, I want to see him play for a week.
Ghost Pate wants to know in a full PPR, Kittle or Waller or both. Definitely Kittle for sure. Then it's going to depend on who your other basically flex option is. I will say right now that Waller, if he keeps on his current pace in terms of receptions, he would be top 10 all time for most receptions in a season. Just saying. And then Gallman. What are we thinking about Gallman this week?
He's not a bad play this week. I don't think he's like an absolute must start, but I don't think Gallman's a bad choice there. I think at least he sees the volume. It's maybe a little bit safer than 2 tight ends.
Luke Skyraptor wants to know in a half PPR Marlon Mack or James White in the flex. I feel like that's White.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate that Mack is on the injury report all week, every single week. That worries me going into every single Sunday. But I still think that he's slightly higher, being as long as he's good to go come game time.
Travis Garber wants to know trade and a PPR. He gets Cook and Chris Thompson for Mel and Montgomery.
It has to be Melvin Gordon.
I would assume so. I would say Melvin Gordon and probably David Montgomery for Dalvin Cook and Chris Thompson. That's what I think it's going to be.
I mean, as much as I love Dalvin, we love Dalvin over here on this channel. I think I'd rather go with the other side because you get 2 options.
I don't trade Cook.
Huh?
I wouldn't trade Cook.
Well, I don't really want Chris Thompson.
I don't either, but I wouldn't trade Cook.
I just don't want Chris Thompson.
Drop Chris Thompson. Travis, he might have asked me a question like this today on Twitter. I got a question earlier, something about Dalvin Cook and it was Derrick Henry and somebody else. And I was like, I get it. I understand why, but I'm not trading Dalvin Cook. Nope, not happening. Just because I rode that train all off season long about do not skip on Dalvin Cook in the draft. So far, so good. Fingers crossed.
I mean, we even made a solo video just on Dalvin Cook. It was like a 12-minute video just telling you why you should draft Dalvin Cook this year.
Yep. Stuart Newman wants to know Calvin Ridley or Demarcus Robinson or Mecole Hardman.
At this point, I mean, I love the upside of the Chiefs receivers, but it's like buying a lottery ticket. You don't know which one it's going to be. Ridley has to get more involved, and I'm going to have to go with Ridley here.
Garrett Gaspar, pick 2. Sutton, Carlos Hyde, or Diggs in a half PPR. That's Sutton and Diggs for me for sure.
Yep, Sutton and Diggs.
Deadly Voltage, kind of the same question we got a little bit ago. Eckler or Gordon? We basically said...
I'm still going Gordon personally, but I think they both have value.
Allie wants to know, in a full PPR, Aaron Jones, Sony Michel, or Damian Williams?
Aaron Jones, Sony Michel, or Damian Williams. I'm probably going to have to stick with Aaron Jones and the touchdown upside there. I mean, if I knew that Damian Williams was going to be good to go, it would be him, but I'm just going to have to go with Aaron Jones.
Josh Allen or Andy Dalton? I'm going with Andy Dalton. Josh Allen does sound like he's going to play, but I'm not going to trust it this week.
Yep, absolutely. Andy Dalton.
Ryan Vogel, just got my hoodie. Oh, representing every day now. Ryan out there representing Headliner Nation. 12-team PPR flex, Geronimo Allison, or take a risk on Mac in the late game?
I kind of like Geronimo Allison with no Devontae Adams. I think he has that potential to have a solid day. I mean, I think both him and MVS get a bump. I may gamble a little bit right there and go MVS, but it really depends how much risk I already have in my lineup just because with Mac's uncertainty.
Ryan, wear that hoodie proud. Naeem wants to know, he's currently 4-0. Oh, this one's good, Jake. Should he trade Nick Chubb for Le'Veon Bell because of the second half schedule?
Whoa. I mean, we've been telling people all offseason to get ready to buy Bell low, that it's going to happen. His schedule is so bad to start the season, and he's been saved by volume lately, but the rushing numbers, they're not there. And if he struggles this week again, you could get him pretty cheap, but selling Nick Chubb for him, I don't know if I could do that.
That's not, if you're trading Nick Chubb for Le'Veon Bell, you're not buying low, so I would not do that.
No, that's just too much.
Brandon wants to know, in Standard League, James White, Allen Robinson, or Gallman?
Standard League?
Yep.
Probably Gallman.
Curtis Jones wants to know, DJ Chark or Jalen Samuels? I was going to say Shark.
Chark. Oh, wow. It's happening. I think Jalen Samuels is probably a little bit safer right there. He may have the safer floor. I don't know if I love the matchup for DJ Chark going up against James Bradbury and the Carolina Panthers. So I'm going to say the safer play is Samuels. If you want to just go boom or bust for that big play, he's touchdown dependent, but that's the only way that you'd start DJ Chark.
You want to run through some questions in the chat? Because I was just notified that once again, apparently my link on Twitter is not working, so I need to update it.
Link isn't working. Yeah, absolutely. Let me just do that for you, Kyle. Let me hop in here.
You handle it, Jake.
Yeah, Teddy S says, should I trade Eckler? I mean, Teddy, you could put him out there on the block and see what you could get for him. I wouldn't just give him away. He's still going to have value, especially if you're in a PPR league. But you could always put it out there and see what kind of offers that you would get. To see maybe there is something out there somebody's willing to pay a higher price for it. Another question about DJ Chark. I mean, I just don't love the matchup going up against James Bradbury in Carolina. Not the best scenario. Tyrell Williams or Sammy Watkins. Right now, I think I have Sammy a little bit higher, but it's really a risk. I mean, when you think about it, I mean, any one of those guys in Kansas City, Sammy Watkins, Demarcus Robinson, Mecole Hardman, they can all win you your fantasy matchup for the week. On any given week. The problem is you just don't know who it is. I would still go Sammy there just because of the questionable tag for Tyrell Williams playing over in London. Sometimes those games get a little weird over there, and I'm just going to pass. Joe Briss says he never gets his question answered, LOL. Well, I finally saw your name, Joe, and you wasted it by not asking your question. Way to go.
People don't do that.
That's what happens when you say comments like that. We finally see something with all these things going by, and you waste it. Waller or Hooper? Here's a good question. Ricardo Catala, Waller or Hooper? I mean, Austin Hooper has been a surprise for a lot of people this year. A great value at tight end. I think he's the safer option out of the two, even though I like both of them. I mean, I like Waller too. Why do you? But it's in London, Kyle.
Waller.
Nothing good happens in London.
Waller.
All right. Kyle is the tight end whisperer. He says Waller. Listen to him. Dawson Knox or Greg Olsen? How about that, you tight end whisperer? Dawson Knox, Greg Olson. Which one?
I've got
Smart
Knox.
picks. You got Knox?
Yep.
You got Knox higher?
Yep.
All right. Well, Dawson Knox it is. Dante out there sending eggplant emojis again. MVS or Curtis Samuel for Clifford Emmanuel. I do like Curtis Samuel a little bit more in this offense for Carolina. He's already doubled up targets the last 2 weeks over DJ Moore, 14-7. So he's the preferred option of Kyle Allen. And I think he's probably a little bit safer at this point, but the higher ceiling, the higher upside goes with MVS. Just depends if you want to take that risk or play it safe.
All right, I've got some more questions for you. You ready for these?
Sure.
Let's fly through some of these.
Fly.
Jose Aguilar wants to know Damian Williams or Marlon Mack in a full PPR.
Both are questionable. Both scare me, but I'm going to go with Marlon Mack.
Okay, and of course, I just lost my spot. Found it. Deadly Voltage, Dalton, Rivers, or Jimmy G. Point per completion. I'm going with Dalton this week with the upside.
I have to agree, but Rivers isn't far behind.
Jabril Holmes, I don't like him because I think we're going to see a lot of Eckler and Melvin Gordon.
That's fine as long as he's throwing it to Eckler.
Jabril Holmes, FPPR, full point per reception, I'm guessing is what he's saying. Jarvis Landry, Curtis Samuel, DJ Shark, or Stephon Diggs. Diggs, Shark, Samuel, Landry. Pick one.
Full PPR safest. I want to. It's going to be
one.
Huh?
Pick one.
Samuel.
Pick one. Just one. Only one, Jake. Just one pick.
Samuel
Hurry.
is the safest one. I said Samuel 2 or 3 times now. Samuel.
Larry Spencer in a PPR flex. Fitzgerald, Diggs, or Alshon Jeffrey. Thanks. Great show. Thank you, Larry.
It was Diggs, Alshon, and who was the other one?
Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald is probably the safer one for me. No Christian Kirk.
Shills Ghost in a 1 point PPR. Have Devontae Adams, who is hurt, so he needs a wide receiver too. Chark, Brown, F1, or Ridley.
F1.
McLaurin.
Oh, I get it now. I get it. I like it. Say it again. Totally blew my mind right there.
One wide receiver too. Chark, John Brown, F1, or Ridley.
Being that Josh Allen is playing, I'll go with John Brown. But, I mean, it's really close between him and Ridley. McLaurin, it would be McLaurin if Colt McCoy wasn't the quarterback.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Full point PPR pick 2 running backs. Aaron Jones, Zeke, Gallman, Jacobs, or Samuels.
Zeke is a definite.
Mm-hmm.
And
so Aaron Jones, Gallman, Jacobs, or Samuels.
I'm going to have to go with Aaron Jones. Don't sit him.
Pick 2 wide receivers. Sanders, Sutton, Juju, or Boyd.
Sanders and Boyd.
And then you have to pick one from everybody else that's left over.
Which
so
is Sutton, Juju, and
Samuels.
Sutton and Juju.
Sutton. It's probably going to be Sutton for me.
Probably. I'm not on the Juju bandwagon this week.
Tevin Coleman or Chris Thompson?
Right now, it has to be Chris Thompson because we don't even know for sure if Tevin Coleman plays. If something happens before game time and they announce that he for sure will play, then it would be Coleman. But right now, it's Thompson.
Oh, that one that we just did where we picked basically the entire team, that was Joe Bress.
Oh, Joe. See what happens, Joe?
Joe, you just got to give us time, man. There's so many questions where we're not going to answer it right away.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we got to it.
We'll get to it.
He's probably gone now because he hates us.
Let's see if there's a dislike on the video.
Jay Corleone, he was the one about Coleman or Thompson. Daniel West, full PPR pick 2, Juju, Tyrell Williams, or NVS.
If I can only pick one, it's going to be MVS this week.
2.
And Juju only. I mean, Juju and Tyrell are both limited, so I'll avoid the London game and go with Juju.
Should I flex Fuller, Jalen Samuels, or Auden Tate?
I think the bigger upside,
Standard.
the higher. Oh, standard. I take a gamble this week, and with no Kenny Stills, hopefully go with Will Fuller. Hopefully he can break a touchdown.
Yep. D. Clay Hill wants to know, should I start Dimes or Dalton this week? Going with Dalton. Considering how horrible the Bengals are, should I hold on to Dalton in a 2 QB league? Yes, 100%.
Yep.
Keep holding him.
Yep, they're going to have to throw.
90 passing attempts in his first 2 games of the season. So Travis Fink wants to know best bench staff and best bench staff for 12-team PPR. Duke Johnson, Miles Sanders, or Darius Geis?
If I'm just stashing one right now, it's Miles Sanders.
J.N. Smith, start at running back. Cook, Bell, Mack, White, Shady, Damian Williams. It's definitely Dalvin Cook for me, 100%.
Yeah, if that's only one, then that's obviously the choice.
Trab Ali, appreciate you, my man. I had Disley and Woods in already, and thankfully Disley helped me. So as my wide receiver 2, should I start Curtis Samuels or Sanders?
I think Sanders.
And he also has Hollywood Brown, but he doesn't like him this week.
I mean, I think Sanders may be the safest play, but if you're looking for that high upside gamble, then I go with Hollywood because at some point he's going to break another big one. The volume's been there. I think I looked at it. I think he has 29 targets over his last 3 games. That's close to 10 targets a game. Hard to pass that up.
My swollen taint
Yes.
wants to know.
Making his weekly appearance. I think it's a he. I'm guessing it's a he.
I want to know what his name is. Flex Fuller over Mac if still sits in a half PPR.
Probably not. I think I still go Marlon Mack.
Mac Malaire needs us to pick 2.5 PPR. Ridley, Shepard, Hollywood, or Sanders?
Ridley, Shepard, Hollywood, or Sanders?
Sanders for sure, right?
Sanders for sure. So that's
Ridley, Shepard, Hollywood.
I gamble. Being that I think Sanders is somewhat safe, I gamble when I go Hollywood.
Jake, I need an update on how many likes we have. Zachary Perkins wants to know, this is a trade. I'll take this one while you look up the views. Get Adam Thielen, lose Aaron Jones, have Zeke and Gurley, but the only decent wide receiver I have is Hilton. What do you think in a half PPR? With that deal, I'm fine with it. I'm 100% fine with it. Thielen is going to have his boomer bust weeks, but so is Aaron Jones. You already have Zeke, who's going to be your running back 1. Gurley, I know he's been, we're a little bit worried about him, but as your running back 2, I think that's perfectly fine. If Hilton is your only top wide receiver, you need to add somebody else for help.
Yeah, absolutely, especially with the injury concerns. And right now, Kyle, we have over 1,100 people watching and only 194 likes. So if the people out there want to see, I got it right here, see me let it flow, I got to get to at least 600 likes, Kyle.
600 likes. Naheem asks again about trading Chubb for Bell. We already answered that. We're not doing it. You Mad Bra 99, Singletary, White, or Gallman in a half PPR. I think that's definitely White for us 100%.
Yep, in a PPR league, yep.
Bruce wants to know wide receiver PPR start 2. Boyd, Landry, Fitz, or Watkins.
Boyd, Landry, Fitz, or Watkins. I'm going to go with Fitz for sure when PPR, and Boyd would be my next guess. They play each other.
And then he asks for quarterback, Jackson or Watson. 100% Watson for me over Jackson.
Yep.
And then you guys rock. Thank you again. He beat his wife.
Yes. I remember we gave him some advice last week because he needed to beat his wife.
Bruce got the dub. Bruce, when you were done with the win, did you go?
Oh, Kyle dabbing on him.
Dabbing.
He
Good job,
dabbing.
Bruce. Congratulations. Nicholas Holmes, Juju Edelman, MVS, D Robinson, R Robinson, and a full PPR. He needs 2 and a flex.
All right, so one of them is Edelman.
Edelman is 1.
Okay.
And then are we going Juju over MVS or DeMarcus Robinson?
I would take MVS there.
MVS, are we flexing Juju?
Probably.
Okay, there's your 3.
Yep.
James Robinet wants to know in a full PPR, do I trust Howard again or pick up Dawson Knox? I would play Howard over Knox.
I would right now. I mean, that backfield is such a question mark right now. Howard could go out there and get you 15 touchdowns the rest of the year. He may see 15 touches. We just don't know.
Correct the Record wants to know, what are our thoughts on James Conner?
I think he's more of a PPR upside right now. If you're in a standard league, I'm really starting to worry because then you're totally touchdown dependent because the volume and the rushing numbers just aren't going to be there. He's going to be a lot more involved in the short passing game than anything else.
Ryan Reyna says, is it time to bench Juju? He has DeAndre Hopkins, Emmanuel Sanders, Allen Robinson, McLaurin, and Juju. He needs to start 3 in a full PPR. Besides one big play, Juju has been disappointing.
Yep, I have Juju as a sit this week on my episode of the wide receiver start sits, and a lot of people did not like it. However, until that offense turns the corner, I'm going to sit Juju, depending on who my options are.
All right, you ready to fly through some of these?
Yes, let's fly. Rapid fire. Go.
Aaron Jones or Bell this week?
Aaron Jones.
Juju, Mike Williams, Samuels, Allison. Love the videos. Thanks, Sam.
Only one of them?
Yep.
Allison.
Randall Fields wants to know, trade David Johnson and Crowder for Ingram and Chark.
No,
I wouldn't.
Not.
Definance00 wants to know in a PPR, Wayne Gallman or Damian Williams.
Right now, I have to say Wayne Gallman is until we hear the final word on Damian Williams.
And then he asked Darren Waller or Mark Andrews. I've got Mark Andrews a notch above Waller this week.
Yep.
Loomy Lifestyle wants to know flex MVS or Auden Tate or Beasley in a standard.
Being that it's a standard, it's not going to be Beasley, so I'm going to have to go with MVS.
Zeta Bear Slayer wants to know, will Marlon Mack be playing on Sunday night?
It's questionable. He's going to be a game time decision, which means it's going to be very stressful if you have other options decent options, you think about it, because if they don't announce it till after the afternoon slate has started, you're going to be screwed.
Kyle Billingsley and his flex, Sutton, Coleman, or Waller.
Sutton, Coleman, or I'm going to have to go with Cortland Sutton right there. Kyle's getting breaking news.
Yeah, I'm looking real quick. It was a tweet about everyone that's been ruled out this week, so I'm just saving it.
Oh.
The proud, I can't say this because it's got a cuss word in it. The proud a-hole, MGTOW. Trade McLaurin and Gore for Watkins. Should I be happy?
McLaren and Gore for Watkins.
He traded McLaren. Did I say McLaurin? I don't know how I said it, but and Gore for Watkins.
I
take McLaurin.
I think my McLaurin side is better. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trusting Watkins right now, especially with Hill almost back. Start both Eckler and Gordon at flex, or Breida or Tate. I'll start Eckler and Gordon this week.
Yep, so would I. 100% agree.
Irving Hutchinson and a half-point PPR, flex David Montgomery, Mecole Hardman, Tyrell Williams, Marquise Brown, or Terry McLaurin.
That's a lot of names, but I think I have Marquise Brown the highest.
The D Alba and a full point PPR, Golden Tate or Philip Dorsett. You the best. No, you the best, D Alba. I'm going Dorsett this week.
I think I'd have to go Dorsett also out of that choice.
If you are having issues at wide receiver right now or flex and you play in a half or full PPR and Philip Dorsett is on your waivers, go pick him up and put him in your lineup this week.
Yep, 100%
Mason Ruthier, 2 flex and a standard. He already played Disley at tight end, so can he flex Kittle? Yes, 100%. John Brown, Allison, Deontay, or Duke Johnson. John Brown, Allison, Deontay Thompson, or Duke Johnson. You got to pick one more in standard.
Is it Deontay Johnson of Pittsburgh? Is that who he's talking about?
Yeah. What did I say?
Thompson.
Oh, geez.
That's okay. So say him again. Now I'm totally confused.
Brown, Allison, Deontay, or Duke?
I'm going to have to go with Allison.
Okay. Should I trade AJ Green yet? Thomas, no, Thomas, I'm going to hold for right now.
It just depends on what you can get for him. If you can get something of a great value, then I do it. If you can't get anything back but a bunch of garbage, then no.
Scam Newton wants to know, full PPR, pick one. Beasley, John Brown, or Landry?
Full PPR, I'm going to go with Beasley.
Is Landry still in concussion protocol? Did he come out yet?
I think he's cleared.
Okay. Darth Obi-Wan says, you guys rock, hoping for lots of Chubb this week. Appreciate the dono, but you shouldn't spread a whole bunch of stuff online like that.
That's okay. I saw somebody say in the chat a little bit ago that they like seeing Chubb sitting on my shoulder behind me. I saw it. I didn't say it, but now I'm going to say it.
If there's one thing that you're going to get when you come into our live stream, it's a whole lot of Chubb, right?
Basically. I mean, I just called myself a middle-aged dad bod in my last video, so, you know, it is what it is at this point.
Someone did say that they were voting for you for sexiest man alive or something like that.
You know how many votes I get then total? 3. That person's, my own, and hopefully my wife's. And that's probably about it, Kyle.
Do you think I'd vote for you?
Probably not, because you're probably going to vote for yourself.
Also, just to mention, everybody watching right now, if you want us to let it flow, we need over 100 more likes. What is going on? 1,186 people watching, and we only have 492 likes.
Unacceptable, people.
Unacceptable. You got to hit that like button if you want the best.
I mean, I'll let it flow as long as I can.
There we go. Let's get going back to some of these. Curtis Jones, trade Julio Jones, David Johnson for Le'Veon Bell and OBJ.
I'm not going to trade Julio Jones.
I would probably keep Julio Jones and David Johnson.
Yep, me too.
Let me get back to
agree with you, Kyle.
What?
I said I'm just going to have to agree with you.
There we go. Nova Wolf wants to know in a standard, Dalvin Cook and Frank Gore, or Dalvin Cook and Jordan Howard for running back 2. I'm going Howard over Gore. What do you think?
I would probably think Gore would be a little bit safer. I think the higher upside is Howard, but Gore may be a slightly safer.
I'm freaking out a little bit because you froze for a second.
No, I'm not frozen. I'm just not paying attention fully.
Oh, no, you did because you were moving and you stopped. Diggs or other running back not picked for the running back 2 or flex spot. So are we going to go Gore or Diggs at the flex?
I would gamble and go Diggs.
Samuel Andrews or F1 as a flex?
Sanders.
Thanks for that question, Eric. Shamet Singh, Chris Thompson, Cole Beasley, Jamison Crowder, or all Auden Tate in a full PPR. Going with Tate.
In a full
What do you think?
PPR, Beasley's pretty close, though. I think
He
I'd have
is.
to go Beasley in a full PPR. He's probably the safer option there. Higher ceiling is Tate.
Jay and Smith back from Japan. What's up, guys? What's going on? Jay, for his running back, Bell, Mack, or Shady?
I mean, this is right there at the cutoff of where I say that you probably just have to go with Bell. But being that Shady looks like he should be good to go, I think Shady's probably slightly safer this option or this week.
Stephen Drakes wants to know start two: Allison, MVS, Mack, or Sanu in a full PPR.
Well, I'm not going to start both guys from Green Bay. So that's going to leave me with just Allison or MVS first, and it's going to be MVS out of those two. And then who are the other options?
Allison, MVS, Mack, or Sanu.
And the other one would be Mac, just for hopeful volume.
We're over 600 likes now.
So should I get the helmet ready?
Get the helmet ready. We've got to flow through these real quick first, and then it's your time to go.
Okay, let it flow. Diet version.
Tevin Coleman Monday night in a full PPR. Thoughts?
I would pass if I had other options because we don't know for sure that he plays.
Flex PPR, Auden Tate or Mark Andrews?
I think Andrews is safer.
Yep. Jan Smith again. Flex PPR, Diggs, Gallman, Lindsey. He put Gallman twice. Shepard or Sanders?
Sanders.
Aaron Jackson, PPR start two. Robinson from KC, Hollywood or James White?
I would gamble there and go with Hollywood, but James White's close.
Wasn't it pick two? Oh man, I just lost my spot. Hold on.
If it was pick two, then it would be Hollywood and James White. If it was just one,
Okay.
I'd go Hollywood.
Mike Gear solid. Pick one and a standard. Miles Sanders, Lindsey, Diggs, or Ingram?
Miles Sanders, Diggs, Lindsey, or Ingram? Is it Evan Ingram or Mark Ingram?
Evan.
I'd probably go with Diggs and just cross my fingers.
Jonathan Lee wants to know Dak Prescott or Jacoby Brisket.
Brisket.
I've got Prescott higher than Jacoby Brisket this week, although Brissett could potentially have a higher upside. He's really safe. He's really, really, really safe this week. Leads the league in touchdowns. Just hasn't thrown for a ton of yards yet. Could potentially come, but I'm still going with Prescott this week.
Yep, agreed.
Ryan Sanji wants to know the one wide receiver and one flex: Gallman, MVS, Allen Robinson.
I'm going MVS and Gallman.
Summon Ninja 02 channel support. Love the commentary. You guys are awesome. Kyle, let it flow. Hit the like button. Come on, people. Summon, we appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Tan fam, should I flex Aaron Jones or Sammy Watkins?
I think Aaron Jones is safer.
Jay says, just sending thanks. Japan military loves y'all. Ya fucking rock.
Yes. Fuck yeah. Fuck
Jay,
yeah,
we appreciate it, man. And if you're in the military, we appreciate your service as well. Scott Fiore, Shark, Samuel, Gore, Mike Williams in the flex.
Just one of them?
Yep.
Samuel.
Riff Reaper and a PPR. Aaron Jones or Marlon Mack?
Aaron Jones.
Aubrey Sorensen wants to know in the flex, Mixon or Eckler?
Mixon still.
She says, thanks, love the show. Appreciate it, Aubrey. Chris Cora, trade question. Thinking of trading either Deshaun Watson or Lamar Jackson for either Darren Waller or George Kittle. If this is a one QB league, then 100% trade one of those guys for George Kittle.
Yeah, as long as it's just one quarterback. 2 quarterback league, absolutely not.
Yep, no. If it's 2 quarterback leagues, congratulations for you. FYI. Oh, the Anna that commented earlier is Dixie Rose.
Oh.
My bad. So
Well, why is
she
it
wants to know.
Why is it not Dixie then? Why does it say Anna whatever?
I don't know. I got caught off there. Running back, Devontae Williams.
Who's Devontae Williams?
Williams, Gallman, or David Montgomery. She did say she might be a little buzzed.
Good, because I have no idea who Devontae Williams is, Dixie. I mean, I would like to choose him because he seems like the best of both worlds, but so it's Devontae, and what are the other choices?
Gallman or David Montgomery.
Let's just go with Freeman and call it good.
Devontae Freeman. Okay, hold on a second. Plus for the flex, one of those running backs, and then either Golden Tate or Stephon Diggs.
I gamble and go with Stephon Diggs. I mean, why not? You've already had a few. You're feeling good. Gamble a little bit and let's see what happens.
She was at a wedding, she said earlier. She's in our DFS chat. She's one of our DFS subs. So she was sending us some pictures from a wedding earlier because a bunch of kids had tambourines. So we told her to get herself some more to drink.
Well, and that's a good transition here real quick, Kyle. For anybody who's looking for some DFS, help, we have a lot of fun on the DFS chat. I mean, we have a private, DM chat on Twitter with yourself, myself, Ryan, who is doing great things with DraftKings and stuff like that. If you
Chris
guys
Kennedy's in it as well.
Yep. If you guys want to have some fun and learn how to be better at DFS, go check out our Patreon page. The link is in the description. A lot of fun, a lot of people in it, and we have a great time laughing and joking. Not all DFS stuff. We joke and have a good time also.
Frank D wants to know, pick 1.5 PPR, Watkins, Gore, Auden Tate, or Breida.
Watkins, Gore, Auden Tate, and Breida. And I can only pick one?
Yeah.
I think Gore is the safest play, followed by Breida.
Isaac Hernandez just threw a dono in there. Thanks for your support. Austin Lewis, trade Chris Carson and Tyler Lockett for Gurley and Tyrell Williams. I'm not either. J.N. Smith, I vote double, let it flow. Grab your helmet, Kyle. It'll happen. Don't worry. It will happen. Don't worry. Jamison Lundstrom, Jimmy G or Daniel Jones in another league, Jacoby or Kyler. Jimmy G over Daniel Jones, and then I'm going Kyler just barely over Jacoby. Aiden Ward, start in the flex. Gore, Rojo, John Brown, Chark, or Sutton?
Gore, Rojo, Chark, or Sutton?
Yeah.
And how many do I pick?
Just a start flex, so probably one.
I would go with Sutton.
Eric, 24, 32, 61, second try. We may have messed a question up earlier. He says second try, Samuel, Andrews, or F1. We said Sanders.
Oh, so it's Samuel?
Samuel, Andrews, or F1.
I can't go with F1. Samuels, I think, is a little bit safer.
Jordan Roberts, trade question. Should I trade? I screwed that up. I didn't say that right at all. Trade question. Should I trade Mack and Freeman for Melvin Gordon?
Yes.
Okay. Dixie Rose throwing it out there. She did mean Freeman. Thanks, y'all.
Okay, that's what we thought.
Jesus. No, we appreciate the dono again. Pick one, Graham or Eifert. Oh boy.
I'll let you handle this, Mr. Tight End Whisperer.
Eifert has the legit upside. I know Devontae Adams is missing this week. That could be good for Jimmy Graham. If you're looking to be safe, pick Jimmy Graham. If you're looking for upside, pick Tyler Eifert. And then also pick two out of Shepard, MVS, or Diggs.
Shepard and MVS. Jamison
Lundstrom, flex, Tate, Boyd, or Tyrell Williams in standard.
Boyd.
Tate. I don't know which one.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say it's Boyd.
Seung Hoon Lee says, trade Michael Thomas for Connor and a half PPR.
Nope.
Tom Paget, hey guys, what's going on, Tom? Full PPR, MVS or Calvin Ridley is the wide receiver too.
MVS, I think, is safer, higher upside. I think they go back to Calvin Ridley starting this week.
Jake, it's 43 minutes in and we have not let it flow yet, so I think we need to go ahead and do that.
Mm-hmm.
Get yourself ready.
I just got my drink of water from my Fantasy Headliners tumbler, which is amazing. I'm gonna buckle up for safety.
If you are in the chat right now watching and you have a question, type it as fast as you can, as many times as you can.
Wow, not as many times as you can. Just so you know, you type it too many times, Google thinks you're spamming it and they'll block you.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, well, I think I'm ready, Kyle. Are you gonna count me in?
Let's get this thing going. A 3, a 2, a 1. Let it flow.
All right, we got Waller or Hooper in a full point PPR. Kyle's all about Waller, so let's go balls to Waller here again in Week 5. Gallman, Jacobs, Michelle, Lindsey in a full PPR. Don't know how many I can pick, but I'm going with Philip Lindsay. Ridley, Dorsett, Hollywood for FanDuel. So we got ourselves a DFS question. I'm going with Hollywood. I think he has a big play this week and it puts you over the edge. Flex Watkins or Sutton. Right now, Sutton is probably safer, but Watkins has that huge ceiling that can win you your matchup if you want to gamble. I don't know who Geronimo Samuels is, but he sounds like a cool guy. Geronimo, Samuels, or Jacobs, pick two in a full point PPR. I'm going with Geronimo and Samuels. Jacobs kind of banged up a little bit, playing in London, kind of worries me, and he's not really involved in the passing game. Mayfield or Josh Allen. A lot of people want to hate on Baker Mayfield, but I'm still taking him over Josh Allen coming off the concussion. We have Hollywood or OBJ. Still going with OBJ. Samuels or Thompson. If that's Chris Thompson, I'm not taking him. Give me Jalen Samuels. Monty, Fournette, Chubb, Bell, McCoy. I can start 3. That's a lot of options, but I'm going to go with Fournette, Chubb, and between Bell and McCoy, being that you already have Fournette and Chubb, which is pretty safe, give me Le'Veon Bell, and we'll hope for the upside. Cousins or Allen? Josh Allen or Kirk Cousins? I'm going to have to gamble a little bit and go with Kirk Cousins. They open up the passing game this week. Kittle or Andrews? I'm going to have to go with Andrews, more consistent. Ertz, Kittle, or Ingram? Man, all these tight end questions. Kyle should be involved, but he's not paying attention. Ertz, Kittle, or Ingram? If I had
You're
to
the
choose...
one letting it flow. You answer it.
Well, you could have piped in. I'm going to go with Ertz there still. Let's see here. We got pick 1, flex Mixon or Dorsett. Going to be Mixon for sure. Wow, things are going really, really fast right this second. Yeah, helmet's back. Dope. Absolutely, Giannis. The helmet's back. And not only is it back, it's on my head and it's getting tighter. MVS or Hollywood. MVS is safer. You want that big play upside? Then you go Hollywood. Hollywood or Diggs. They're both right there back to back in my rankings. I think Diggs breaks out this week, but I think the safer play is Hollywood. Freeman or Ridley. I don't know which Freeman you're talking about, but if it's Devontae, that's who I'm going with. Mixon or Henry in a full PPR, I'm still going to go with Henry. Dede or Chark in a PPR league, I'm going to have to go with Chark. The touchdown upside is just too high. I'm seeing a lot of football emojis and fire emojis. I don't know why, but thank you for them. Lamar or Brady? I think the Patriots come back out and put up a huge number this week. Give me Tom Brady. Jalen Samuels or Tyrell Williams for the flex. Being that Tyrell Williams is not 100%, give me Jalen Samuels. Dak or Brady, give me Brady. Jay and Smith, go get it, Jake, with some fire emojis. I am sure trying. Kyle is reaching for his helmet, and I can see it out of the corner of my eye. Dak or Jameis Winston? I love Dak, but I still think that Jameis Winston has that high upside. That's my choice this week. Kyle's getting ready because as soon as I stop, he's going to start. Gordon or McLaurin in the standard? Give me Gordon for sure. McLaurin's not only not healthy 100%, but Colt McCoy is his quarterback, and Colt McCoy sucks at all things NFL. Gordon or McLaurin? Again, still Gordon. Watkins or Hilton? Watkins is a little safer because at least we know he's healthy for right now, but T.Y. Hilton has that upside if he's a full go. Let's see here. Josh Smith, see, appreciate you. Jalen Samuels, David Montgomery, Tyler Eifert, full PPR, pick 2. Give me Montgomery and Samuels, even though it's a great matchup for Eifert. Corey Davis or Mecole Hardman? I think it's fool's gold last week with the Tennessee offense, so I still think I'm going with Mecole Hardman there. Sutton or Devontae Freeman? Give me Devontae Freeman. Standard, Watkins or Fitzgerald? I'm still going with Larry Fitzgerald. MVS or Josh Gordon? Josh Gordon's a little bit higher for me this week. MVS or Mixon? Give me Joe Mixon. Kyle, you're in.
Oh, crap. Full PPR, Manny Sanders, Juju or Sterling Shepard. Going with Sanders. Samuels or Thompson. Going with Samuels. DJ Moore or John Brown in a half PPR. I'm going with John Brown. Damian Williams or David Montgomery. Going with David Montgomery. Flex PPR, pick 2. Demarcus Robinson, Jarvis Landry, Matt Breida, Philip Dorsett. Going with Philip Dorsett. And we'll go with the upside of Demarcus Robinson. Allen Robinson or Boyd? I'm going to go with Boyd. Mike Williams or Chris Thompson? Going to go with hate it. In a full PPR, we'll go with Mike Williams still. Rick said dad bod in a helmet. Dak or Jacoby Brisket? Going with Dak. It was Brissett. I said Brisket there. Full PPR, Watkins or Hollywood? I'm going to go with Hollywood. I don't trust Watkins at all. Dak or Kyler? Going with Dak still. Waller, Andrews, Hollywood, Dorsett start 2. Going with Andrews and Dorsett. Godwin or Hilton? Go with Godwin. Dak or the Red Rifle? Going with Dak. Hardman or DJ Moore? Going with DJ Moore. Samuels or Royce Freeman? I'll go with Samuels. PPR, need 2. Allison, Gore or Golden Tate? Definitely Allison, and then I'll go with Golden Tate after that in a full PPR. Damian Williams, Sony or Breida? I'm going to go with, if I'm going with only one, I'm going to pick Sony.
Let's just let it flow, Kyle. Don't think about it.
I can't. Trade David Johnson for Bell? No. Or Melvin Gordon or Aaron Jones? Melvin Gordon. Wentz or Jimmy G? Wentz. Connor or Samuels? Connor, if he's ready to go. Flex in a full PPR. Juju, James White, Miles Sanders, or Demarcus Robinson. Love you guys. Keep up the work. Thanks, John. And a full PPR, I'll go with James White this week. Wentz or Jimmy G? Oh, I already did that one. Worth picking up Darnold with his back-end schedule. Not in a 1 QB league. Just let him sit there. Hollywood Brown or DJ Moore? I'll go with DJ Moore still this week. Damian Williams, Philip Dorsett, Will Fuller? I'm going to go with Philip Dorsett. In a PPR, I'll go with Fuller. If it's standard, Josh Gordon, Melvin Gordon, or Watkins in the flex? Melvin Gordon. DD or Chark? I'll go with Chark. Austin Eckler, DJ Chark, or John Brown? I'm going to go with Austin Eckler. Eckler or Aaron Jones? I'm still going to go I want to say Eckler.
Just say it.
Eckler, Dorsett, Demarcus Robinson, Thielen. Pick one. Going with Dorsett. I'm going to go with Dorsett over Thielen this week. I don't care. I love this matchup for Dorsett. Henry or Henry or four in the standard. Oh, Fournette probably. I'm going to go with Leonard Fournette. Half point PPR, Gallup or AJ Brown. Also go with AJ Brown. Sup, fellas? Thanks for everything. Sanders scoring start one. Allison Hardman or John Brown. I'm going to go with Allison. I'm done. I can't.
All right, I'm going back in, Kyle.
Go, Jake.
I'm feeling good, Kyle. We're going back in. All right, here we go. Strapped in for safety. Love you guys. Allen Robinson or Demarcus Robinson. I'm still going with Allen Robinson, a little bit safer. Let's see here. Demarcus Robinson or Jalen Samuels in a flex PPR. I'm going to go with Jalen Samuels the way that Pittsburgh offense is going. David Montgomery or Matt Breida. I think Matt Breida is safer, but it really depends if Tevin Coleman plays or not. Diggs or MVS. I have Diggs ranked higher as of right now. I think he comes back with a vengeance this week, but MVS is a little bit safer if you want safety. Julio or Keenan in a PPR. Yakmeister. Pick both of them. Sit somebody else. Damian Williams or Devontae Freeman. Give me Devontae Freeman. Pick two, Ridley, Dorsett, or Hollywood. For me, personally, I'm going with Ridley and Hollywood, but I do like Dorsett also. Boyd or Shepard, give me Boyd. Rivers or Mayfield, give me Rivers. Auden Tate or Cole Beasley. If it's PPR, go Cole. Standard leagues, go Auden. Boyd or Shepard, same thing. If it's PPR, I'm going Shepard. Standard leagues, I'm going Boyd. Let's see here. We have Jordan Howard or Josh Jacobs in a full PPR. Disgusting, but I'm going probably with Josh Jacobs and hoping for the best. Sony or Gallman in a PPR. I think Gallman is a little bit safer in a PPR league. We have Ravens or Jaguars or Bills. I think it was the Bills defense. I didn't see it though, but I'm going to go with the Bills defense there. Jacobs or DJ Moore for a full PPR. I'm going to go with DJ Moore. Fitz or Hollywood. I'm going to go with Fitz as long as it's PPR league. Dak or Ryan. Give me Ryan. Wentz or Rodgers. Man, give me Wentz, but it's going to be close. Let's see here. We got full PPR flex, Diggs or Jalen Samuels. I'm going with Diggs. Is Watson going to be good this week? Watson's pretty much good almost every week. He's one of those guys you kind of just have to start and hope for the best. The upside is just too huge. Milky J, I see your question. It's hidden for a reason. I can't read it. I'm going to pass on it, but whenever you want. Andy Dalton or Josh Allen. I'm going to go with Dalton, and now I'm done with part two.
I got a few comments that I sucked at Let It Flow this week.
You thought too much, Kyle. You were thinking.
I thought too much. I got a couple of really tough questions in there. All right, Jake, you're gonna have to move. You're gonna have to just keep moving a little bit though, because I got a few questions I got to ask you. Nicholas Furr wants to know Jalen Samuels or Tyrell Williams in the flex.
I'm gonna go Jalen Samuels because I'm worried about the health of Tyrell Williams.
Nicholas Holmes wants to know if he should sit Juju in the flex and plug in Nyheim Hines instead for a full PPR.
Nope, I roll with Juju.
Honda Car Guy says pick two: Thielen, Gordon, White, Hollywood, Ridley.
Thielen, Gordon, Hollywood, White, and Ridley.
Yes.
Thielen, Gordon, Hollywood. So it's going to be Gordon and Thielen for me.
Ben Lewis wants to know Carson for Derrick Henry. Is he dumb?
I'm guessing it's a trade. Trade Carson for Derrick Henry. I mean, I think it's kind of a wash rest of the season, so I don't think you're dumb. I mean, if anything, if something happens to Carson and Penny takes over some of the load, at least you still have Derrick Henry.
All my girls ugly in a full PPR flex. Fitzgerald, James Conner, or Damian Williams.
Man, I think the safest option may be James Conner, but if it's a full PPR, Fitzgerald's not far behind.
Jack DeGreen wants to know pick one: Curtis Samuel, Demarcus Robinson, or Allison.
Curtis Samuel.
Henry Chan wants to know MVS, Gallup, Chark, or Allison.
MVS, Gallup, Chark, or Allison. MVS.
Jordan Roberts, I'm back. Just got Melvin Gordon and Waller for Alvin Kamara. Andrews is my other tight end. How did I do?
So you got Waller and Gordon for Kamara? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
I don't know if I love that, but I don't hate it. It's not exactly like, oh, yeah, you killed it, but at least you got Melvin Gordon out of the deal.
Oh, wait a second. He said Andrews is his other tight end, so I'm assuming he gave Gordon and Waller for Kamara.
Oh.
If he gave Gordon and Waller for Kamara, excellent trade. If you traded Kamara for those two, I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, there you go.
So I think I'm going to read it the other way around. Josh Smith wants to know Jalen Samuels, Montgomery, or Eifert in a full PPR pick two. That's Montgomery and Samuels. Easy for me.
Yep.
Aaron Jones or Devontae Freeman?
It's close. It's really close, but if it's PPR, I'm going to go with Freeman.
Tyler Schwartz says Sutton, Dorsett, Watkins, Hardman, DJ Moore, Thielen, Anderson, or Allison. Pick 3. Okay, hold on a second.
Wow, I can't remember all those names.
Sutton, Dorsett, Watkins,
Okay, 2 out of the 3 are okay.
Hardman, DJ Moore, Thielen, Anderson, or Allison.
I'm going to go with Thielen in the first 2 that you said. Who was that?
Thielen, Sutton, and Dorsett.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna sit Geronimo Allison.
I mean, I don't want to, but out of all those options, I like the other ones we named better.
Okay, Derek Johnson says Sutton or Robinson.
Which Robinson?
Just says Sutton or Robinson.
I'm going to have to go with Sutton because I don't know which Robinson it is, if it's Allen or DeMarcus.
I would go Sutton over either of them anyway, probably.
Probably.
That's me. DJ 622 says Melvin Gordon or Devonta Freeman in PPR. There it is.
I'm still going to have to it's a gamble, but I'm going with Melvin Gordon still.
Tom Robinson, Allison or DJ Moore in standard.
I like Allison a little bit more there.
Trevor Martin, trade Disley and Mixon for Julio.
As long as you have another tight end, yes.
Godwin or Mike Evans in PPR.
I got Evans a little bit higher.
Half PPR, Damian Williams versus the Colts or Wayne Gallman versus the Vikings.
Right now, it's Gallman by a hair, but I mean, just because I don't know the health status of Damian Williams, if it comes out that he's going to be a full go, then I go Damian Williams.
David Sanchez says Aaron Jones or Devonta Freeman in a standard league.
Standard, I'd probably go Aaron Jones.
Okay.
Did I catch up?
You did.
Whew. Awesome. I mean, did I even take a drink of water after 2 Let It Flows?
You didn't. You should probably get a quick drink of water, though. I'm going to get a quick drink over here as well.
I was getting parched. And I don't ever say the word parched, but I did.
And you know what?
Nuh-uh. You looking for some redemption?
I don't let the people down of Headliner Nation,
Wait
Jake.
a second. Wait, let me see what these likes are, though. Let me see what the likes are at. Hold on. I mean, Kyle had
I don't care what the likes are at. I've let them down. I need to.
You need to make it up.
I need to hit
the like button for Kyle going back in. Kyle said that he was a little bit disappointed, so he wants to let it flow a little bit better. Kyle, can I count you in this time?
You can if you want to.
Kyle, you give the people what they want in 3, 2, 1, hit it.
Joe wants to know Mac or Bell in a full PPR. Going to go with Bell. Gore or Rojo? Oh, no. I'm going to go with Gore still. Melvin Gordon or Bell? I'm going with Melvin Gordon. Aaron Rodgers or Dak? Going with Dak. Standard League, Drummond Allison or Allen Robinson? Going to go with Allison. Matt Ryan or Jacoby Brissett? Matt Ryan. Standard League, Diggs or Ingram for the flex? I'll go with Ingram to be safe, Diggs for the upside. Trade Diggs for Hilton. I'm still going to, I would go with Hilton. That's fine. Half PPR flex, Leonard from that, or DeAndre Hopkins, going with Hopkins. Jarvis Landry or Allen Robinson, and the flex in a PPR. If Landry is good to go, I will roll with him. Ridley or Auden Tate, going to go with Auden Tate. Please, Dorsett, Gallup, Debo, Hines, or Samuel, choose one in a standard. Dorsett for sure. Diggs or Allison. I'll go with Allison this week if it's a PPR. Diggs if it's a standard. Pick half-point PPR. Ridley, Deontay Johnson, Geronimo Allison. If I'm picking 1.5 point, I'll go with Allison still. Hines or Samuel, go with Samuel. Jarvis Landry or Allen Robinson, going Jarvis Landry if it's a PPR. Standard, Chris, what are you doing over there?
Don't worry about me. You just keep going.
Sterling Shepard or Damian Williams at the flex. Going to go with Sterling Shepard. Sutton, Edelman, Robinson, Hardman, pick 2, Edelman and Sutton. Fitz, Thielen or Edelman, definitely going with Edelman. Half PPR, Juju or Fitz. I'll still throw Juju out there over Fitz. Sony or Damian, I'll go with Sony. OJ Howard or Knox in a standard, going to go with Knox. MVS or Emmanuel, going to go with MVS. Full PPR, Auden Tate or MVS, still going to go with MVS there. Allen Robinson or the question, Kyler Murray or Phillip Rivers? Kyler Murray. Conley says go blue, go blue. Allen Robinson or Demarcus Robinson? Allen Robinson. Try 16 Dak or the Red Rifle, going to go with Dak. Samuel or Dorsett, going to go with Dorsett. Mecole Hardman or Auden Tate, I'll go with Tate. Holy smokes, Kyle letting it flow. I'm trying to get better at this now. Hollywood Brown or Gallman at the flex? Hollywood Brown. Sony Michel or Matt Breida? I'll go with Sony. Hardman, Tyrell Ridley, half PPR, going to go with Tyrell. Fitz, Hollywood or Sanders? I'm going to go with Sanders. Flex, Sutton, Juju or Samuels? I'll go with Juju just by hair over Sutton. Please flex standard Lindsey, James White, Gallup, or Hardman, James White. I'm Ron Burgundy. Joe Cotton throw that one out there. Breeder or Josh Jacobs, Hardman or Samuels, Gallman, Damian Williams or Marquise Brown, Standard Dorsett or Darren Williams, Dorsett. I don't know who Darren Williams is. Samuels or Hyde, Samuels. Allison or Ingram for the flex. I'll go with Ingram. Please read Minshew, Kyle Allen, Kirk Cousins, Flacco or Chase Daniel. Standard scoring 6 points. Gonna go with Minshew this week. Waller, Andrews, Dorsett start 2. I'm gonna go with Dorsett and Waller, or no, Andrews. My bad there. Hardman or Allison. Gonna go with Allison. Pick 2 in a full PPR. Gallman, Samuels, Mack or Bell. Samuels and Bell for me. Robbie Anderson or Nelson Aguilar. Robbie Anderson. Gallup or D. Thompson. Gonna go with Gallup there. Or Deontay Thompson. Deontay, my bad. I was thinking, nope, wrong person. Pick 2, Fournette, OBJ or Hollywood. Fournette and OBJ. Andrew Samuel or Jacobs in a standard. I'll go with Jacobs in a standard. Aaron Rodgers or Rivers. Aaron Rodgers. Bell Mixon or Mac. Pick 2. Bell and Mixon. Ridley, Dorsett, Hollywood. Picking 2. I'm going to go with Dorsett and Hollywood. Bell, Mixon, or I already did that one. Montgomery or MVS. I'll go MVS. Auden Tate or Damian Williams. Auden Tate. Eckler or Jalen Samuels. I'll go with Eckler.
Holy hell.
Did I redeem myself, headliner?
I mean,
if I redeem myself,
the very first comment I get that after you say you stopped, somebody's comment, it was Joe says, "This is Flow Redemption at its finest."
Oh, I'm hot.
Wow.
My hair is a mess.
Just leave it like that. You look like you belong in a boy band.
Bye.
Oh, don't. I will kill the stream right now before I let people see that.
Oh, my hair.
Kyle, I had somebody asking about the Impossible Whopper. Have you tried the Impossible Whopper yet?
No, why?
I was just curious. Somebody asked a question, but I haven't had it, so I don't know.
I have not, but I used to work at Burger King. I was the Burger King.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
Wow.
When I was in high school.
Okay, then. That's
me and my best friend. Shout out to Lucas Snyder. Me and my best friend ran Burger King for 2 years in high school.
And you're bragging about it.
Hey, to get into the BK lounge, you got to have coops, baby.
Hey,
coops.
You peaked early, Kyle. You peaked early. Wow.
I could still make a Whopper in under a minute.
Wow. Winnie's McNuggets just said you just went Super Saiyan.
Super what?
I don't know. It's an old school. I want to say now. Tell me in the chat if I'm right. I have no idea, but I think it was something from the old cartoon Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, man. Oh,
I think that's when you get like the blue flames around you or whatever. I don't know.
So Need Upside in the DFS chat said that I only get a C+ for that.
Well, we'll just kick him out of the chat. We'll see how he likes that.
He gone.
All right, let's see here. We're getting a lot of thumbs up, lots of fires. Hey, if you guys appreciated Kyle's redemption at Let It Flow, make sure you hit the like button and let him know in the chat, because Kyle needs to be brought back up here because he thought that he let everybody down after the first flow, but he killed it there in the second one.
Okay, we got to get caught back up on one part of the chat as well. Okay, hold on. And now I'm getting.
Now you're getting boy band messages. I'm telling you. I mean, I wish I could show you guys the phone. I don't think you'd be able to see it. I'll try to. I'll try to show you. I don't know. I'm not gonna show too much.
Screenshot is killing me.
But we have a private chat on Twitter that if you want to be a part of it, all you got to do is go to Patreon, sign up for the DFS package, and there's a group of us, and it's just like a constant chat. And all we do is have fun, talk DFS, make fun of each other. I'm not going to zoom in so you don't see some of the names, but I mean, we have a lot of fun out there. So if that's what you're looking for, go to Patreon and sign up for the DFS season-long package. We have a ton of fun with that.
I'm sweating like crazy.
Are you?
Yes, and also I'm a way better singer than I just sang. Just FYI.
That sounds like a challenge. Who wants to hear Kyle sing?
Nope. Dylan Clark wants to know, he has Josh Gordon as his starter. He needs a flex. John Brown, Marlon Mack. My voice is going out. He has Josh Gordon as a starter. He needs a flex. John Brown, Marlon Mack, DJ Chark.
John Brown, Marlon Mack, DJ Chark. I'm going to go with Marlon Mack.
Edgar wants to know, pick 2, Emmanuel Sanders, Edelman, or Boyd.
Emmanuel Sanders and Edelman.
CO99 Rams fan, just dropping a dono for us. Appreciate it, my man. Shifty Shafts, pick 2.
Whoa, wait a second. What was the name?
Shifty
Oh,
Shafts.
I missed a letter in there. Wow. I got flushed for a second. I thought you totally mispronounced something. I'm like, I can't censor that. We're live, Kyle. It's not like I can hit the
As
stop
soon as I
recording
said
button.
it.
I can't hit a beep button now. I mean, we're live, Kyle.
I can see it in your eyes too. You're like, what? Did you just say?
I am not mature enough for a name like that.
Shifty Shafts. He needs us to pick 2. Allen Robinson, Hilton, Kittle, Tate, or Deontay Johnson.
Okay, hang on. Say it again. Slower.
I can't keep it together now.
I know.
Allen Robinson,
Okay.
T.Y. Hilton,
Okay.
George Kittle,
Okay.
just as Tate, I don't know which one, or Deontay, he says Johnson.
I mean, for me, it's Kittle, and I don't know which Tate it is. So I mean, if it's Auden Tate or Golden Tate, I would kind of depend. If I would probably take either one of them though over the rest of those choices.
Pick 2, Boyd, Juju, Hilton, Dorsett, or Hollywood.
Boyd, Juju, Hilton, Dorsett, or Hollywood. Boyd, Juju, Hilton, Dorsett, Hollywood. Hollywood and Boyd.
Derek Johnson says, sorry, he meant Allen Robinson or Sutton. I don't remember his original question, though. He asked if Sutton or Robinson, and we said it didn't really matter which Robinson because we would pick Sutton no matter what.
Right.
And then he said Allen Robinson or Sutton in a full PPR.
Yep, it's still Sutton for me.
Willie Chaney, pick 3. Diggs, Allison, Emmanuel Sanders, or Will Fuller. It's PPR.
I'm just gonna sit Will Fuller. The other 3 are my choices.
Matt Mason, pick 2 for PPR. White, Freeney, McCoy, or Mack.
White, Freeney.
Freeman.
I'm like, who the hell is Freeney? White, Freeman, McCoy, or
Freeman.
Mack, and I can pick how many?
You can pick 2.
Freeman and McCoy.
I've lost all control at this point.
Yeah, you
Jake.
have no control right now.
CO Rams 99. CO 99 Rams fan says Jalen Samuels or Jordan Howard.
If it's a PPR, I'm still going with Samuels. If it's standard, I'm going for Howard.
Melvin Aponte wants to know Amari Cooper, OBJ, Godwin. Got to pick 2.
Cooper, OBJ, and
Godwin.
Ouch. Right now, I'd have to go with OBJ and Cooper.
Since I sang bye, we've lost over 200 viewers. Irving Hutchinson wants to know in a half PPR flex David Montgomery, Jalen Samuels, or Hollywood Brown.
If I only pick one, it's Hollywood Brown. And what was that?
I think a bug's back in here.
Oh. But yeah, it's
We
going
had
to
the
be Hollywood.
windows open today, so someone may have creeped in.
That's maybe too much information.
Did you pick 2?
No, I don't. I picked one.
Oh, it was just 1.
Oh, okay. See,
I've lost it. I am so tired.
I mean,
And I've lost all control.
you did let
Oh.
it flow twice. The second one was really well.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Keep
People,
going.
if you're just tuning in for the first time, this is why Headliner Nation loves to hang out. We just lost like 10 more viewers. It's all me, Jake.
That's all right. We're having fun, so I don't care about anybody else that doesn't want to have fun. It's Saturday night. It's 10:13 here on the East Coast, and we're just having fun with the people of Headliner Nation. A lot of people out there having fun right now. You know, just make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. Don't forget we're giving away $1,000. Anybody out there like money? Anybody? Bueller? Kyle likes money. I mean, we're trying to give away money over here. Anybody want $1,000? There's a link down below in the description. You can go to another video. It's like a 4-minute video. You watch it, leave a comment, and you're entered to win $1,000. It's not that hard. Not that hard at all.
Anton Versek wants to know who's your college.
My college team?
Yeah, because I've got Michigan stuff on.
I'm not really big into college, to be completely honest. I grew up in Arizona, so I was an Arizona State fan, but there's really not a whole lot to be too excited about over the past 20 years. So I mean, I'll still say Arizona State, but now that I live in North Carolina, right here between Duke and UNC, football isn't much of an option out here right now.
Willie Cheney wants to know Duke Johnson, Miles Sanders, or Josh Jacobs, or Shady. Pick one. I think that's just going to be between Jacobs or Shady. So,
And I would go Shady.
Tyler Eifert or Eric Ebron. That's Eric Ebron for me, 100%. Oh,
Yep.
crap. Okay, back. Ryan Romero, Sutton, MVS, or Samuels for the flex.
Sutton, MVS, or Samuels.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't say PPR or anything.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to go with MVS and hope for
Oh,
the best.
yes, it is PPR. Sorry.
If it's PPR, then I go Emmanuel Sanders.
Cava wants to know in a PPR, Lindsey, Michelle, or Samuels.
Lindsey, Michelle. I'm going to go with Lindsey, Philip Lindsey.
James McIntosh wants to know Juju for Le'Veon Bell, a full point PPR. Running backs are Gurley and Singletary.
Juju for Le'Veon Bell.
I'll take Bell.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'll take Bell.
I'll do that.
Raise your hand if you thought you would trade Juju for Bell before the beginning of the season.
Nope.
George Moreno wants to know, should I start Dak or Brissett? I've got Dak over Brissett this week. Need to start a backup running back with upside. Name 2. Yeah, it's that bad. Man.
But there's
Need
no
to start
names?
a backup running back with upside. Name 2.
There's no names to choose from?
There's no names. He just says, yeah, it's that bad. That's from Murdoch.
Murdoch. I mean, let's just say Jalen Samuels is one of them, and maybe James White counts as a backup.
But here's the thing. Those guys, I would imagine, are probably owned, right? Like, I feel like I'm not talking into the mic. Those guys are probably owned. So we would have to think about somebody that isn't owned. That'd be tough.
That'd be tough. Yeah, I'd have to have some options.
Dylan Clark wants us to rate his team. He's got Mahomes is his quarterback.
Okay.
Then he's got Ingram, Fournette, and Mack at running back.
Okay.
Julio, Tyreek, John Brown at wide receiver.
Okay.
Kelsey at tight end.
Okay.
And then bench, Singletary, Chark, Jacoby, Josh Gordon, Z Gonzalez.
Zane Gonzalez. I'm guessing it's a kicker.
Is it?
Yep. Why do you need? You don't need a kicker on your bench.
Bills defense.
All right. As long as you only have one kicker, make sure you don't have more than one kicker.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm a little bit worried about the running back depth, a little bit, because Matt can't stay healthy, but it's not bad. I'll give it a solid B plus.
B plus. I was saying B plus too. Look at us. Yeah, there's a bug in here.
Just deal with it. Man up.
Well, the good news is I have a new chair on the way.
Oh, you finally got a new chair.
I won't have to worry about falling down in the middle of a show.
Perfect. Patrick Elvin says, Jake, do you go Aaron Rodgers or Phillip Rivers this week?
Aaron Rodgers.
Yep, I would go Aaron Rodgers myself.
Melvin Aponte, Godwin, or Mark Andrews for the flex. That's Godwin, just based on upside for me.
Yep, 100%.
Joe Briss back again. Flex PPR. Aaron Jones, Le'Veon Bell, James White, A. Tate, Auden Tate, or Sutton. Flex PPR 1.
And only pick one of them?
Do you play White over Le'Veon Bell this week?
I don't think so. I think I just gamble. I gamble and go with Le'Veon Bell.
Brian Martinez tossing out the dono. Appreciate it. Thanks so much, man. Luke Lofton, Diggs, Juju, or Curtis Samuel in a half PPR. He says thanks.
Okay, so say that again. What was the first part?
Diggs, Juju, or Curtis Samuel, half PPR.
I gamble and go Diggs. What are you staring at, Kyle?
That was it. We're caught up there.
Oh, good. I'm a little tired. I'm a little parched. I think we've answered 655 million questions tonight. It's been real. It's been fun. But I think that it's about that time where we get out of here for the night. It has been going on.
Or do people have more questions they need answered?
I mean, look at the chat. The chat will never stop. We could literally live stream for 24 hours and it would go nonstop. Do you want to keep answering questions? Oh, no. It's happening.
Let's do it again. Why not, man?
I don't know what to say right now. Because now I feel like you're one-upping me, and then if you got to do it, then I got to do it again.
You know what I say? Give the people what they want, right? David Johnson or Chubb going with Chubb. Standard, John Brown, Royce Freeman, O.J. Howard. Pick 2, John Brown and Royce Freeman. Sony Michel or Josh Gordon in the full PPR going with Josh Gordon. Mecole Hardman or A.J. Brown in standard. I'll go with Hardman. 2, Ingram, Connor, Gordon. Going to go with Gordon and Ingram. Will Shady regress a bit this week? Maybe, but I'm still going to run him out there. Someone said, I'm glad they beat Iowa. Me too. Calvin Ridley, Chris Herndon, or Cortland Sutton for a roster spot in a full PPR. Cortland Sutton. Full point PPR, Gore or Miles Sanders. Still have to stick with Gore for right now, but I would stash Miles Sanders when Devin Singletary is fully healthy and ready to roll. Matt Ryan or Jimmy G. Matt Ryan. Standard Demarcus Robinson or Geronimo Allison, going with Allison. Mecole Hardman or A.J. Brown, going with Hardman. Tyreek Hill for Bell, I'm good with that. Mayfield, Minshew, or Garoppolo, going with Minshew. Barber, oh boy, Kyle for the flow. Curtis Samuel or Calvin Ridley, going with Curtis Samuel. Standard Fitzgerald or Edelman. Joshua Gordon, he said Joshua Gordon, or Holly Morningwood Brown.
That is awesome. I
I'm
never
gonna
thought
go
about
with
putting his
Josh
middle name as
Gordon.
Morning.
Austin Eckler or I lost the question. I'm so sorry. Or Jalen Samuels, going with Eckler. Kyle is the GOAT of Let It Flow. No, I'm not. Jake is. I'm just upping my game tonight. Full PPR, Allen Robinson or Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown. Go, Kyle, go. I'm trying. Ertz or Graham. Ertz. Jameis Winston or Rivers. Jameis Winston. Trade Melvin Gordon for DeAndre Hopkins. Yes, get Hopkins. John Brown, Dede or Chark, going with John Brown and Chark. Diggs or DJ Moore, going with Diggs. Ridley, Ronald Jones, or Golden Tate in the standard. I'll go with Ridley in standard. Allen, Garoppolo, Bridgewater, or Daniel in a non-PPR. That doesn't matter. Going with Gabbro. Full PPR. Allen Robinson or Hollywood Brown. Going with Hollywood Brown. Cohen is on waivers. Should I pick him up and drop Duke Johnson? Ugly Dude wants to know. I'm not giving up on Duke Johnson for Tariq Cohen. Diggs, Montgomery, Flash Gordon, or Melvin Gordon. Full PPR, pick 2. I'm taking Gordon and Gordon there. Allison, Ridley, Samuels in a standard, going with Allison. Jameis Winston or Philip Rivers. Jameis Winston, 2 quarterback league standard. I'm already starting Mahomes and need one more. Ryan, Brissett, or Baker, going with Ryan. Devin Singletary or Tevin Coleman. Devin Singletary. Eckler or Connor. Hardman or Tate. Hardman. Curtis Samuel or Dorsett is my flex. Dorsett. Brissett or Winston. Geronimo Allison, DJ Chark, or Beasley in the flex. PPR. Allison just barely. Golden Tate or Allison in standard. Allison. Pick 2. Hollywood Brown, Landry, Hilton, Jacobs, standard, Jacobs, and Hilton if Hilton's ready to go. Full PPR, Allen Robinson or Hollywood Brown, going with Hollywood Brown. Jake looks, no, he doesn't. He does not look like Seth Rogen, people. Watkins, Josh Jacobs, or John Brown in the standard. Going to go with Josh Jacobs. Standard flex. Full standard flex. I lost the question. I don't know where it's at anymore. Curtis Samuel or Dorsett is my flex. Dorsett. A. Jones or Kamara. Kamara 100%. Hines or Samuels. Going to go with Samuels. McCoy. Damian Williams or Aaron Jones. I'll go with Aaron Jones just barely over McCoy. Dorsett or John Brown. Dorsett. Michael Ridley or Michelle Ridley or Bisley in a PPR. I'll go with I'll turn it over to you after this. I'm going to go with Michelle Barely.
All right, here we go. We got DJ or Watkins. I'm guessing you're making David Johnson. Give me David Johnson there. We have Damian or Shady in a standard league. Right now, Shady's still a little bit safer. Should you trade Tyreek Hill for Leonard Fournette? It really depends who your other wide receivers are. If you're really deep at wide receiver, then yeah, go grab Lenny. Hilton or Watkins. Right now, Watkins a little bit safer. Hilton banged up, but if it comes out he's 100%, he's my choice. Freeman or Waller, flex PPR. Give me Devontae Freeman. Give me the running back there at that chance. George Kittle or Darren Waller in a full PPR. Really close. I'm probably going to have to lean towards George Kittle. With the helmet on, he does look like him. Knight Theo. I don't see it anymore. I don't have curly hair, a beard. I'm not from Canada. Whatever. AB for Juju? No, I don't know. Chunwoo, thank you. No, thank you. 49ers or the Chargers defense? That's tough. I'm probably going to have to go with the Chargers and just hope for the best. Kyle or Jake from Steve Barry. I'm going to vote for both of us, get a half a point each. Chark or Watkins, give me Watkins. Gore or Thompson, give me Gore. Evans or Godwin in a PPR. Right now, got Evans a little bit higher. One more, please. Waller or Hooper, half-point PPR. Going to have to go with balls to the Waller. Really, a kicker question? I don't think so. Jarvis Landry or Tyrell Williams. We're going to go with Tyrell Williams if he was healthy, but right now, Jarvis Landry's the choice. Thanks, guys. Best show ever. No, Jay, thank you. We're having fun. Killing it on a Saturday evening. We have MVS, Emmanuel Sanders, or Cortland Sutton. I can only pick one. If it's a PPR, I'm going Emmanuel Sanders. If it's a standard league, I'm going MVS. Somebody just said totally, absolutely, totally cool. Lamar Jackson or Dak. I'm probably going to have to go towards Lamar Jackson this week. Diggs or Allen Robinson. I'm gambling. I'm going with Diggs. Marlon Mack or Greg Olsen as a flex this week. Half-point PPR. Still going Marlon Mack. Joe Montana or Phil Simms. Not much of a Giants fan, so give me Joe Montana. DJ Chark or John Brown in a PPR. Give me John Brown. Montgomery or Damon Williams in a 1-point PPR. I'm going to have to go with Montgomery unless word comes out that Damian Williams is good to go 100% before the game starts. You're better looking, Jake. Hey, I'm better looking than Seth Rogen. That's not saying a whole lot, but I'll take it. Let's see here. We got Trey Jacoby, Howard, and Dorsett for 3 Hill. I don't know what that means, Matt. I don't get it. Tate or Tate. Okay, gotcha. DJ Chark or John Brown. Still going to be John Brown. Rojo or Gore. I can't go with Rojo this week. I know a lot of people want me to put Rojo on my start-sit videos and start him. Can't do it this week. Too tough. James McIntosh, see you and I appreciate you out there. We're going to rate his team, Kyle. Pay attention. We have a 12-team full-point PPR. 1 running back, 1 flex. We have Mahomes, good. Gurley, okay. Juju and McLaurin, I'm getting a little worried. You got Flash Gordon, TJ Hawkinson, the Browns defense, Matt Prater, Stafford on the bench, Singletary, Madison, Darwin, Djax, and Knox. I'm a little bit worried. I'm not going to lie, James. I'm a little bit worried because I like Mahomes. Gurley's okay, solid. Juju, he's trending down. McLaurin, he's fighting injury, and he's got Colt McCoy. Yeah. Josh Gordon, not bad. TJ Hawkinson, okay when he's healthy. Browns, Prater, Stafford. Singletary has upside, still coming off an injury. Madison waiting for a Cook injury. Darwin Thompson basically droppable at this point with all the other options. Djax fighting injury, and Knox. I mean, what do you think, Kyle? I'm gonna have to go with a B-, C+.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got to go C+. There's not nearly enough depth on that team, and if your guys don't kick it up a notch here soon, it's going to be tough. And you don't really have that huge piece either that you can trade for the depth that you'd be needing to win. So
I think that
unless it's
Juju
Mahomes.
Yeah, Juju hurt you right there. Absolutely. Let's see here. Somebody says, hi, Mom. Clayton Minnick just said hi to his mom. Way to go, Clayton. Talking to your mama. Trade Tyreek Hill for Bell. No, not yet. I wouldn't do that yet. Let's see here.
I said yes to that.
Well, I'm not agreeing. You did that on your own. Let it flow. Crowder or Sanu in a PPR. Man, I'm gonna have to go with Sanu. I think there with Falconeau under center.
You're taking too long, Jake.
I'm not. Gordon or McCoy. Shut up and quit interrupting my flow, Kyle. We got Gordon or McCoy. I'm guessing it's Melvin Gordon. That's my choice. We have Minshew thoughts. I think the dude is epic. Love Gardner Minshew. Is he a stud quarterback? No, but he's solid. Would I trade Juju for AB? At this point, it's almost a wash, isn't it? Let's see here. Melvin, Rojo, or Gallman for PPR flex. That's got to be Melvin. 100% absolutely Melvin. A couple more. Calvin Ridley, Sammy Watkins, full PPR. Going to have to go Calvin Ridley, full PPR. Golden Tate or Mecole Hardman going Golden. It says Golden Gate, but I'm pretty sure you mean Golden Tate. Waller or Ingram in standard. Going to go with Waller. Full PPR. Trade Galladay for Mac. I'm not. I'm keeping Galladay. Whew. How many let it flows did we just do tonight?
Alex Carroll says, I posted my question over 309 times. It's got emojis and everything. Come on. Well, Alex, if you would have posted your question again, I would have seen it.
And just so you know, when you put a bunch of emojis, that does not help because literally Google blocks those because they think you're spamming when you use 100 emojis. So
yeah.
Just so you
know. And if the message gets held for review, we can't see it unless we actually go there and hit review. But by that point, it's gone.
Yeah. Come on now.
All right, Jake, got a few more here real quick. In a touchdown only league, Derrick Henry or Melvin Gordon? That's from Riley.
Derrick Henry or Melvin Gordon. I got Henry higher this week.
Fish Family Gaming and Toys. That caught me off guard there. Trade Will Dissly for Tevin Coleman in a full PPR.
No, I'm keeping Dissly unless you have another one of the top, big 3 tight ends.
Our friend Dixie Rose is saying 24 hours.
She's going to have to be involved in it if she wants that to happen.
Josh Moore, I'm on fire and you know it, he says. Willie Cheney, Sony, or Gallman? That's Sony for me.
It's got it. It is, but I'm not excited.
James said, rate my team. Oh, that's the question that we answered. Juju, Fitz, or Robinson? Pick 2. I don't know what Robinson.
Fitz and Robinson. If it's Allen Robinson, I'm going to go Allen Robinson and Fitz. If it's DeMarcus Robinson, then I'm gonna chance it with Juju and Fitz.
Julio Carando says Sutton, Dorsett, Williams, or DJ Moore flex full PPR.
Sutton, Dorsett,
Tyrell Williams, or DJ Moore.
I'm gonna have to go with Sutton, I think.
Matt Schmidt, PPR, bench 1, OBJ, Cooper, Zeke, Melvin Gordon, Mark Ingram.
Holy stacked team. Who was the very first one?
OBJ. Full PPR.
I mean, I guess you kind of go Ingram, but I don't like that. I mean, was Melvin on there too, you said?
Yep.
I-
OBJ,
Maybe I
Amari
said,
Cooper, Zeke, Melvin Gordon, Mark Ingram.
I guess, I mean, if you want to play it safe, you sit Melvin for a week.
Oh,
Is that it, Kyle? Kyle, we have to record a show after this.
we do. This is
I mean, this is almost This is an hour and a half we've been going, and we've literally answered questions nonstop.
oh man.
Can we get a thumbs up? Can we get a like for answering questions for an hour and a half straight?
Yeah, if you're in the chat right now and you haven't liked the show yet, we would appreciate a like. More importantly, though, if you don't subscribe to the Fantasy Headliners, you should do it now, okay? Because we would like to be at 74,000 very soon. Okay.
I wanted to say the Talladega Nights phrase. If you don't chew big red. But I refrained. I refrained, Kyle.
If you subscribe to the Fantasy Headliners, make sure that you hit that notification bell as well. So anytime we go live, like we do on Saturday nights, or anytime we drop a video, which we do every single day of the week, then you will be notified and you can watch that content right away. Make sure that you check out all the shows throughout the week as well. So after we get off here, if you have any questions about start and sit that we didn't get to, you can check out all of our rankings videos and all of our start sit videos. It's going to answer all of your questions for you. I don't know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be answering questions on YouTube or Twitter. I'm not 100% sure.
But you'll be answering them somewhere?
Somewhere for a little bit.
Somewhere.
Go follow Jake on Twitter at
mean,
FNTSY Headliners. Go do it right now, please, if you have.
You know what? I was going to say something in one of my videos here during the week. Say, hey, let's play a joke on Kyle and let's everybody follow me on Twitter so I can try to pass him. But I know better. That's not going to happen. I mean,
I still remember last year when you said Kyle, or when I said Jake, who's going to get to 10,000 first? You on YouTube or myself on Twitter? And you got to 30,000 before I got to 10,000.
So I gotta leave you Twitter, Kyle. I can't pass you on Twitter.
I did just hit 12,000 on Twitter, so I'll take that.
All right,
I'll take that. I was pretty pumped about that.
I mean, I got like 7,300, so I'm getting there slowly. But if you want to follow me, that's great. I would appreciate that. But hey, it's been a little over an hour and a half. We've had fun with it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it too. Kyle just gave you all that wonderful information about the channel. Once again, you see the rankings, you see the start sits. We have fun with that. A lot of questions can be answered in those videos, but by all means, leave your questions, comments, and everything down below. If it's not just me, another member of Headliner Nation, another viewer out there can help you guys out. We're not up here saying that we know more than every other person on the planet. Obviously, everybody has some insight here or there with their favorite teams that they follow. If you have it, share it down below. You never know. You could help somebody win their fantasy championship. That's what it's all about, is helping the community, and that's what we're all about, Kyle.
What's Fuddruckers?
You don't know what Fuddruckers is?
Is that a place? Or is it a thing? Someone said Fuddruckers or a Whopper made by Kyle.
Dude, Fuddruckers by a mile. Fuddruckers, you build your own burger, Kyle. All you do is you go in there and you order it by size. I want a quarter pounder, a half pounder. They goes up to like a full pounder. A full pounder is awesome. And then you go over there and there's like a whole bar of everything that you have to build your own burger.
So
You can
it's
even
like
put
basically
nacho
like a
cheese sauce on
Five
it.
Guys.
It's way better than Five Guys. The problem is there's not too many of them. I would love to just fly to a Fuddruckers and have Fuddruckers.
Okay. And a PPR. I don't know if we did. Victor needs to know, pick two in a standard. MVS, A-Rob, Thielen, or Tate.
MVS, A-Rob, Thielen, or Tate. And I can only pick one?
Yep.
Still Thielen.
Two in standard. Pick two.
It's going to be Thielen and... Who are the other options? Tate.
Auden Tate, Thielen, A-Rob, MVS.
MVS is going to be my other choice. MVS and Thielen.
Lou needs to know, one PPR league, double flex, starting three solid wide receivers. No, is starting three solid wide receiver twos. Watkins at flex 1, Dorsett at flex 2, Fuller on the bench, Ronald Jones, Beasley, Samuels, and Mecole Hardman. Please help.
If you only need one, I'm going with Beasley there, but Beasley and Samuels would be my top two options if you need more than that. I don't like Ronald Jones going up against New Orleans this week.
Dixie Rose says, as long as it doesn't conflict with her work or hunting schedule, she's down.
Well, we would have to know that schedule.
Migo Ghost, needs to know Juju, Fitz, Allen Robinson, or Gore. Pick 3. Well, that's Juju, Fitz, and Allen Robinson for me.
Agreed.
Jake, let's get the out of here.
Yeah, it's been long. I'm starting to get messages all over my phone, Kyle, from Twitter saying we need to do a 24-hour live stream.
Who's saying that?
People. But you know what? How do we do that? Like, what if I got to go to the bathroom?
You go to the bathroom.
Here? On camera?
No.
Oh.
You get up. Go to the restroom.
Well, then who talks to the people, Kyle?
I'll be right here.
So what if we both have to go to the bathroom at the same time?
I feel like we could probably work that schedule out, Jake.
What if I'm hungry?
Then go get some food.
I'm just trying to think of questions here, Kyle. I'm trying
I'll
to think
have
this
food.
through.
I'll stash some food here on the desk, under the desk, around the area.
All right, well, here's the deal. I'm gonna throw it out there right now. How many people we got? Is anybody even watching anymore?
There's 184 people still watching. They've slowly been tuning out.
It's only 184 people?
Yeah.
Oh, I show 800
No,
people.
843.
Okay, well, that's close enough. That's enough.
8.
843 people. Once we hit 100,000 subscribers, I'll do a 24-hour live stream.
Oh my gosh. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. But I need people to realize that 100,000 subscribers gets a 24-hour live stream and then another big giveaway.
Giannis just said he didn't get his question answered, but said that we were still awesome. Giannis, drop your question again real quick.
Yeah, drop
I'm
it in
watching
here right
for
now.
it. Hurry.
It's going slower.
Oh, now everyone's doing it. Just Giannis, people.
Everybody give Giannis a chance.
Julian said he found us this week. Absolutely love what we do. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Why do I still have the helmet on my head?
There it is, Giannis. Oh, Giannis just said LMAO. Giannis, type the question, my man.
Yeah. We're actually looking for it, Giannis.
I'm literally sitting here just looking for it.
Mikey Mink says it's easy. I'm guessing he means the 100,000 subscriber. Yakmeister says Jake knows food.
Giannis
Doesn't
needs to know
everybody know
Michelle Ridley or Beasley in a PPR.
Michelle Ridley or Beasley?
In a PPR.
Michelle Ridley or Beasley. I think the safest play is Beasley. The highest upside would be Ridley.
Kyle for the psych says Michigan sucks. Yeah, I know. I don't care. Still like them. Your team probably sucks too.
Yep. You only said his team sucks because your team sucks and you feel bad about it. What are we sitting on here for?
What are we sitting on here for? Now we're just hanging out with the people.
I mean, we're literally just hanging out.
We're just hanging out, peeps.
I mean, there's like no structure. There's no flow. There's no nothing. Anybody else have any personal questions they want to ask?
Samuels or Mixon? I'm going with Mixon. Yeah. Do we have any personal questions? Like any attire? Like, do we want to talk clothing? Favorite movies?
No, let's just say, hey, we've done a lot of fantasy football. Let's just get to know some of the people a little bit better, and then they can get to know us a little bit. So if you got a question, just ask something else. Ask a random question. Just don't get censored by Google.
Dylan, I just answered your question. It is Mixon over Samuels.
Yes.
Miles Sanders or Royce Freeman?
I think Royce Freeman is safer, but for the long haul, I like Sanders long haul. Long haul. That's the first time I've said long haul in a long time. Alfalfa or Spanky? Who do you got, Kyle?
Spanky.
100% Spanky. Coke or Pepsi?
Honestly, it doesn't matter to me at all.
You like them both, or you don't like either?
I'll drink either one. I don't drink a ton of pop.
I like Coke better, but I live in the Carolinas, which is where Pepsi is from. So I have a feeling if I don't say Pepsi, I'm going to get beat up by somebody.
I just saw someone ask about a rash.
I got no rashes. Have we seen the Joker yet? No, we work every day of our life practically.
What was it?
Have we seen the Joker yet?
Mm-mm. Haven't seen it. I'll see it when it comes out on DVD, maybe.
Maybe by the end of the season.
Michael asks, not Michael, Balil asks, how did you get this YouTube channel started? How was the idea brought up between you two? Well, Jake, this goes all the way back to you.
Yeah, because this happened. This is the third season. And my wife's idea actually came up and said, hey, you talk a lot of football. You should just do a YouTube channel for fun. And it started out just for fun. I mean, I think our first video got 13 views. Yeah, and then the next thing you know, we just kept with it and kept with it. We're consistent. We put out content every single day almost. And now it has grown into this, which is absolutely amazing. But it's been 3 years of a lot of work. If you think that you can just start up a YouTube channel and become rich and famous? The answer to that question is absolutely freaking not. You can't, because it's not going to happen. Learning the ins and outs, a lot of studying, a lot of late nights, a lot of lack of sleep, but it's possible. It just takes a lot of hard work. It's not easy. It's not a get rich quick scheme. And without Kyle, I wouldn't be where we're at right now. Because I couldn't do this much by myself. Kyle shoulders a very heavy load, and I mean that in a work type of way.
Well, I appreciate it, but the other question came up too, is like, how do you start like a career? I mean, and I can tell you, everybody watching right now, if you're asking or thinking that, this is not a career for either Jake or myself. It is something that we do on the side next to other careers. I mean, I work a 40-hour-a-week job in higher education. I oversee an entire department at the college I work for in online and adult learning. Yep. I also teach. I also do this. I do have a family. So yep. you got to grind. You have to grind. You have to be willing. If this is something you want to do, you got to be willing to do it for free for a while. You're not going to get paid for this right away. There's no way. You have to be willing to find a website that's going to let you get your ideas and content out there. And number two, you have to be willing to put your ego in check and take advice and feedback. So if someone tells you that your first article is awful, you just got to learn from it and say, why? Why is it bad? Tell me, I'm going to fix it. So, I mean, when I was first starting writing, I sent out question after question after question to a lot of people. And I said, what do you think of my writing? Because I was a little bit longer with my writing. Jake's always done the video stuff. I was actually like in-depth writing before I started doing this. So I have a lot of background in writing. So I asked a lot of people, what do you think about my writing? And everyone said, it's all right. I mean, it's okay, but you're really long with it. But that's how I wrote. Like, I like to tell stories. I like my readers to say, I'm sitting there right next to Kyle talking to him about football. And that's what we do here on this channel. And that's why I love what we do.
Yep, exactly. We're just a couple of real guys. I got my own job, my own family on the side, and this is just something else on the side that we just feel so passionate about that we spend the hours. I mean, here it is. It's Saturday night, and me and Kyle are live streaming when my family is, at home relaxing. I'm up here talking with you guys because we're trying to chase a dream, and we're trying to, feel the passion that we have. Another question here. How did we meet? I mean, not that it was just like a weird story or anything, but I invited Kyle on the channel last year preseason.
Jake walked in the door. I looked across the room.
This is stop.
Our eyes locked.
Kyle, this is just weird.
We were at a White Castle.
Oh God, Kyle took me to White Castle for the first time in my life when we went to the combine together. I will never go to White Castle again. I was in the bathroom for like 4 days.
Oh.
That was the worst idea Kyle has ever had. What about silent or loud farts, Kyle? Which ones are better?
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question.
I say silent because they sneak up on people and they don't even know it happened, and then you can just see the reactions of people.
Someone, Rogue Dog, it's me, said, Broad Talk Football. We just talked football for an hour and 30 minutes. If you don't like it, then leave. I don't care. We're being real for a minute. We're just talking with the people right now. You missed it. Go back and watch it later.
Yeah. I mean, we literally answered questions for 90 minutes.
Popeyes or KFC? I've never had Popeyes before.
I mean, I haven't had KFC in a long time. I had Popeyes like a couple weeks ago. I would have to say, I'd probably say Popeyes. But it's close.
So this is a good question from Mark. Would you want to work for a big corp like NFL Network or ESPN?
Yes, to a certain extent. I would. I don't want to have a teleprompter and read what other people want me to read.
Here's the thing. That used to be the dream. At one point in time, I was like, yeah, absolutely. I want ESPN to come and get me. I want NFL Network. Like, that's what I want to do. But now that I'm here, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't care. I want this right here to be what people think that is.
Yep. I mean, you can go on there and you can watch all those big networks and big channels, and they're all the same. They talk about the same players. They give the same opinions. They give the same politically correct answers all the time. I mean, I don't want that. Now, would I love to be involved with a team somewhere on an NFL roster or something? Yeah, I would absolutely love that. Scouting, something like that would be amazing, but this is a lot more meaningful to me than that.
Rogue Dog said he thought we must be a fake fantasy football channel, so I blocked him.
Wow.
Willie Cheney wants to know if we sleep with our socks on. No,
Who
I
does
can't.
that? I can't trust anybody who sleeps with their socks on. Sirius XM radio show would be cool.
Oh, we did get a football question. We got to answer real quick.
Okay.
We got two actually.
Okay.
Ghetto Ducky, my bad that I missed this. Rate my team: Tom Brady, David Johnson, Aaron Jones, Keenan Allen, Cooper Kupp, Travis Kelce, Austin Hooper, the Bills defense, Lutz, and then DJ Moore, Goff, Gallup, Chark, Ronald Jones, 49ers, and Ridley. I like that starting lineup. That's like a solid B+ for me.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a solid B+, A- easily.
Sandeep Badaram, PPR, 3 wide receivers needed: Juju, Fitz, Gordon, Geronimo Allison, or Auden Tate.
Juju, Fitz, and Gordon would be my choices.
One more.
And what was it? The other ones? Juju, Tate.
Juju, Allison, or Tate.
Allison would be my other one.
James says, just want to say thank you guys. Amazing channel. Nope, we thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much.
You can thank us as much as you want to.
Oh, here's a good question.
Going your way.
Christian Mayonove. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. Italian food or Mexican food, Kyle?
Italian for me. My family's from Italy, so.
I mean, I'm from Arizona, so if I can have some burritos and some nachos and some tacos from the street, I'm a happy guy. Let's see here.
Ooh, Kyle wants to know about plans for the channel in the near or long term.
There's some good plans coming up. I mean, I think we kind of saw the beginning with this giveaway that we're doing right now, the $1,000 giveaway. And I said in that video that this is just the start of something big. It's not just giving away autographed jerseys like the ones over my shoulder, giving away money. We really want to take what we've built here and we want to give back to the community, and we want to start doing things. I would love to get to the point to where we have enough support on the channel where Kyle and I can do like random pop-ups at NFL stadiums and do trivias as you guys are walking into the games, or going to your favorite sports bars before the games and hanging out and having fun, doing random shows on the road. All that kind of stuff would be great to get out there and really be involved more in the community. That is the ultimate goal, but that unfortunately takes money. To be completely honest, we're just not there yet. I mean, there's other things that play into this. Kyle and I do our best to give back as much as we can from what we get from this. So it's something that's in the future, though.
I'm gonna do a quick shameless plug. Okay, I'm just gonna throw this out there. 786 people watching right now. We have huge plans for what we want to do. Jake just mentioned some of them. There's more on the back end that are even more. So, like we said, we do this. This is what we do on the side. So we do have a Patreon account. Okay. If you're a part of Headliner Nation, if you love what we're doing here and you appreciate what you're doing, we would always appreciate the support. You can sign up for an account that's literally donating $1 a month. That's it. $1 a month, just to help the channel, help us do some things that we've wanted to do, continue to do some things to give back. Like Jake said, do some like meetups at different stadiums and things. So just throwing it out there. If you'd be willing to help, that would be something. Become an exclusive member of Headliner Nation by joining us on Patreon.
Yeah, I mean that's a great way to help make those things happen. And it doesn't mean that somebody's got to come in here and donate big tons of money. It doesn't work that way. I mean, that's not what we're expecting. That's not what we're asking for. It's just, hey, if you want to be a part of this and continue to grow it, that's the kind of stuff that would have to happen. Let's see.
Someone asked our favorite football players of all time.
Of all time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. I got to think for a second. My favorite one to watch may be the guy who's over your left shoulder.
Donald?
No. Down on the table.
Johnson?
No.
I'm going the wrong way.
No, you're going the wrong way. Other
Oh,
shoulder.
my Lord. Barry.
It's
Jeez
Barry
Louise.
Sanders, Kyle. He's right over your shoulder.
Mine would be Barry, too. 100%.
I mean, well, we can't have the same person. Jerry Rice was always fun to watch. I mean, I know I'm a little bit older than a lot of other people, but Calvin Johnson was another one of my favorites there for a while. Larry Fitzgerald, growing up in Arizona, was always somebody that I have always rooted for. I mean, there's not a better pros pro out there than Larry Fitzgerald.
So a couple of people actually sent a message and asked about Patreon. So I'm going to just drop the link in the chat. Is there a way to pin that, Jake?
And not in the chat, but we can do it on the video afterwards.
Okay. I just dropped the Patreon link in the chat so you guys can scroll up it if it went by, but we'll link it up later on too. And
Yep.
it's in all of our videos, right?
Yes, there's the link to our Patreons in every video description that we put out.
Yep.
Let's see. I saw a couple other good questions up here for.
Edgar said favorite beer or liquor. I actually don't drink at all. I don't know.
I don't drink very often because we work every day. I love margaritas. I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't, but I don't drink them every week. So I liked them a lot more when I was in Arizona and when it was really hot outside. But let's see. I had another question. It was really funny. Where was it? It was something like our favorite TV show. I think I don't remember what it said, but for me, a favorite TV show of all time, Kyle, is The Wire.
I've never seen it. I've wanted to.
The Wire ruined TV for me.
I've wanted to, but I haven't. I don't think it's on any streaming options right now.
I don't know. Because I watched all the seasons and I love The Wire. I mean, of all time, probably that would be it. Is Tom
A
Brady
show
the
that I
GOAT?
could put on and rewatch, and I have many times, The Office. I've probably watched The Office at least a dozen times, if not more, from episode 1, season 1 to the very last episode. Also loved Breaking Bad, though. Breaking Bad, one of my favorite ones of all time.
Yep, absolutely. Breaking Bad was good. Paper or plastic, Kyle? Are you
Plastic.
Earth conscious or not? No, Kyle's not
Plastic.
Earth conscious. No, Kyle's.
We reuse all of our plastic bags. Don't I even give them to, like, my grandma used to make stuff with plastic bags. I'd give them to her. So
Wait,
Star
she
Wars
made
or Star
plastic
Trek?
bags?
wait, what?
She made plastic bags? Is that what you just
She
said?
makes things with plastic bags.
Oh, I was like,
She
how
does
does
like
she make?
crafts and stuff.
Oh, I was like, how does she make plastic bags?
Oh, man.
Look at Mark throwing out the name Barksdale. What is that from? That's from The Wire.
I'm gonna have to see it.
You're gonna have to watch it.
It's gonna have to be on a streaming.
It's not a family episode though, Kyle. Can't watch it with the kids.
Roderick wants to know our favorite rib joint. Really, anywhere. If there's ribs, I'll eat them. I don't care where from.
Yeah, I mean, just ribs in general are good. NFC or AFC? I'm more of an NFC guy, but I don't know why. I can't give you a reason.
I've always been because of the Lions, but
Tyler Ross is about to probably unsubscribe from the channel if he is subscribed to the channel, and I'm telling you why. He wants to know what our thoughts are on the Game of Thrones ending. This is where I come clean and tell the people I've never watched an episode of Game of Thrones.
I got halfway through the series before I wasn't able to watch it anymore, and now I don't have HBO to go anymore, so I haven't been able to finish it up.
So sorry, Tyler. I wish I could tell you, but never seen it.
I mean,
get
I
to watch a lot
know
of
how
TV.
it ends, but I can't comment on it because I didn't see the entire thing. So
Right, I hear you. All right, Kyle. Last question.
okay.
Where's your ideal vacation spot from Giannis?
Ooh, my ideal vacation spot. I've only been outside the continental U.S. one time. So I'm not a big overseas guy. Man, I don't know.
But Kyle, you don't like the beach either.
I don't like the beach. I hate the beach. Oh my God. I've been to Disney World a lot, like Florida, like that type of vacation, but I guess I've never really been on an adult vacation where it's like just like, yeah, no, it's always been with like kids.
Okay. You know what we need to do?
It's because I've been spending so much time doing this, Jake.
We need to organize a fantasy headliner, a Headliner Nation cruise.
Oh my gosh.
That would
We
be
would do
epic.
live shows.
Yes.
Okay. We would definitely have an awesome buffet.
Oh, yeah. Top-notch buffet. It'd be nothing but game day foods.
Mikey says I'm too white for the beach. Mikey, I get super tan. It's just this gigantic light in my face.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not quite tan, but if you want to call it tan, we'll call it tan.
All right. I'm blocking this guy from the channel too.
Yeah.
Don't tell people to go kill themselves. We're not doing that on this channel.
No.
Not happening.
No.
Mm-mm.
You can go pound sand somewhere else. Dante wants to go to Bangkok. Dante McCringleberry.
Rourke wants to know best coping mechanism for being a Finns fan.
A Finns fan?
Yes.
Man, find another team. Maybe root for the next closest team. Become a Bucks fan, I guess. I don't know what else to tell you. It's going to be rough in Miami for a couple years.
Oh man.
All right, Kyle. We have a show to record. This has been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. But I think we got to head out of here and record a show before we both pass out and have nothing but a show with us sleeping on it. You had that look on your face, though, like you want to say something else.
I don't. I'm exhausted.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, we appreciate you all out there. Thank you very much. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Really appreciate the support. Like I said, the channel's been growing absolutely crazily. And yes, I just said crazily. Why? Because I'm tired and almost delirious. So you guys have a great rest of your evening. Thank you so much for spending it with us. Had a lot of fun, and we will talk to you guys later.